he wasn't performing. You can argue with the stats, and if we'd have kept him, he might have kept us up, etc., etc. But the most important thing which has been hammered is the fact that we need to stay in the Premier.
talkSPORT Sports Update with Trust a Trader. When it matters, get the job done marvellously well by a verified Trust a Trader professional.
talkSPORT.
And I'm Hugo Chambray. Enticing evening of football coming up on talkSPORT. Macclesfield boss John Rooney is hoping his side can deliver another huge FA Cup upset. The non-league side hosts Brentford tonight.
I'm sure there'll be a lot more eyes on us expecting an upset than there was in the Crystal Palace game, but that's testament to the club, to the players, to the staff who've done everything behind the scenes.
Live match commentary right here on talkSPORT this evening. While over on talkSPORT 2, there's exclusive coverage of a top-of-the-table championship clash between Borough and Coventry. Middlesbrough have won their last 6 in the league, while Coventry are looking for their first victory of the month. Elsewhere, it's understood Spurs' new manager will be bringing in 3 additions to his coaching staff, including Ivan Jarvicic, who'll be coming in as an assistant coach until the end of the season. Now, despite the backing of Andrea Bocelli, Italy came up 24 runs short of England at the T20 World Cup. England are through to the Super 8s, where Steve Harmison reckons they've got a shot at the trophy.
How many times in the last 10 years Australia have got to finals or won a World Cup, and you're going, they should have been knocked out here, they should have been knocked out there, and they should have been knocked out there. But they got to the semi-finals, their big players turned up, won the final, and that's a great thing for England to have.
In the Six Nations, despite Scotland ending England's 12-match winning streak in the Calcutta Cup, former England wing Johnny May isn't panicking.
I wouldn't panic. I wouldn't change anything. I think it's going to be incredibly difficult for any team to win a Grand Slam, as we've seen the last so many years, and I really wouldn't be surprised if we bounce back.
England will hope to bounce back against Ireland at home on Saturday, and GB's men's curling team have lost to Norway to leave their Winter Olympic semi-final hopes hanging in the balance. There's more on our website at talksport.com.
talkSPORT News.
2 teenagers have been found guilty of killing a man they thought was a paedophile by luring him to a beach, and some parents have been told their children could have to isolate for 3 weeks due to a measles outbreak. There's more from the news team at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. Today it's raining tyres in our centres, including top-notch brands like Pirelli. Visit your local centre or quickfit.com and book today.
Sunny spells and showers, some of those showers heavy at times with a risk of hail and thunder, turning colder from the north.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive with me, Andy Goldstein, and of course, one half of the award-winning podcast. 21 minutes to go. New episodes drop every Monday and Thursday, and that means, of course, today it's Jason Cundy.
And mate, it makes my butt cheeks clench sometimes.
What does?
I think that's from passing out from the back.
What?
When goalkeepers pass out from the back. Those moments.
It's up. Yeah. You're on a roller coaster.
Everyone's been there, mate.
Right, Jigo, we've got a show for you today. We'll hear who Tony Cascarino compared Dominic Szoboszlai to. And we'll ask how good the Liverpool man has been this season. It was another FA Cup weekend without VAR, but this time fans haven't been so complimentary. Has VAR ruined refereeing? Harry Kane became the first Englishman to score 500 professional goals over the weekend. Is he the greatest English player of all time? Big question mark there. And we'll be bringing you the FA Cup 5th round draw live on Drive. All that, plus we've got Cundy's Tea Time Takeaway, and we've got our very own EFL Corner. This is Drive, this is talkSPORT. You can get involved. Liverpool fans, we start with you. 03717 22 33 44. Dial that number. You can tell all your mates Oh, I was on talkSPORT today, yeah. Between 4 and 7 on drive time. Tell them, phone up, tell them.
How old is the current human as we stand today?
Good question.
It's a good question.
Yeah, it's
the current human, not you know. There was a one before the humans, wasn't there?
What?
There was
There couldn't have been humans before humans.
No, there was a guy that was half human. What was his name?
I don't know. Oh, I don't
Homo
know.
sapien? No, is that us?
Yeah, that's us.
What was his name?
It's not the start I expected, but I'm quite excited about it.
No, he looked like a bit of a knuckle dragger.
Right.
I can't remember his name.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll find it.
You don't like Neanderthal, man, do you?
Neanderthal, that's the word.
But they were human.
I don't know if they were, mate. They're ugly-looking things.
No, you should look in the mirror. Just because they're ugly doesn't mean they're not human. They were human.
Well, they're not human. Neanderthals are not human. They were early man, but they're not human beings.
As we know.
They're Neanderthals. We're Homo sapien.
Right.
That's
Okay.
That's it. There's your history.
By the way, if you've got a problem with that, keep it to yourself. I couldn't care. How are you? So you're in. Darren Bentley's off today. He's back tomorrow, but you're in.
Indeedy.
Off the subs bench.
Off the bench. Story of my life.
When did you get the call?
Yesterday.
They gave you time, did they? That's nice.
Well,
usually it's like Joe there in 9 minutes.
Yeah. No, I got plenty of notice, matey.
Oh, okay. Did you have any plans today? Anything you had to cancel? Going shopping with me?
No. All fitted in.
What do you? Because you, of course, you're.
Well, do you know what I did? I do a podcast here, right, inside Chelsea. I was here this morning, and I came off air doing that at about 20 to 2.
Oh, perfect.
So I just walked around, got myself a bit of sushi and sat in the office.
Oh, I mean, you couldn't.
No, it did work out, mate. It
couldn't have been any better.
Sometimes it doesn't work out like that. Sometimes you've got to hang around for hours.
Yeah, it's not worth it, is it? No. It's a long time to wait to have to collect $5,000 for a show, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get less than it per hour. We've got a busy show. A bit later on, we'll be talking about VAR. Lots of people going, I hate VAR, get rid of it. And then you have a weekend that we saw in the FA Cup, and everyone's like, I hate refereeing without VAR. So
there was a penalty decision.
Aston Villa.
There's that. There's also another game who got barged over. Who was that?
Oh, you got pushed in the back?
Yeah. Maverick Pallister must have been West Ham.
That's right.
And who was West Ham playing? Honestly, I watched so much football over the weekend, mate. I can't. But anyway, it's a 100% a penalty.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll talk about it later, mate. Let's not get into it.
We've also got the draw for the 5th round of the FA Cup on our show.
Exciting. It's always exciting.
As a player, when you were involved in the game, was that a big thing?
You wanted to find out straight away. Yeah, you'd watch it.
Would you have the radio on?
It was radio back then, wasn't it? Yeah, radio. Yeah, you'd have it on.
Would you go out your way quickly?
Do you know, did they have the draw live when I played? Have they always done it live?
Yeah, even back in the day, it was always
radio. Yeah, I listened.
Time for the draw of the FA Cup 5th round. It was that.
I've got good voice. Yeah,
that's not bad.
James Alexander.
I can't remember his voice, mate. Kenneth Wilson, I don't know.
Okay.
Now for the draw with Jason Cundy.
I did the FA Cup, didn't I? Semi-final once.
That's the worst draw to do. You're only drawing 2. Then the other bloke. When was that? Who did that for? The Beeb? You get paid for that?
No, it was for a charity. I did it for a charity, so
right.
I didn't get paid. I done it with David Ginola.
What year was that? I've never done the draw for the FA. Obviously, I've not. Maybe they should introduce it to.
I can't remember, mate, what year it was.
Radio Rockstars.
It was the year Chelsea won it.
Oh, shit. You literally had a hand in there.
I did. Well, I pulled out Aston. We played Aston Villa in the semi-final, I seem to remember.
Yeah.
And I pulled out Aston Villa.
Can I ask, they've changed it a lot now. When you did it, did you put your hand in the bag and play about with all the balls?
It's been a while since I've done that, mate.
By the way, that's the kind of humour you can expect for the next 3 hours. Yeah. We will not pull any punches.
No.
So a busy show, all that, the end of show quiz. We've got the best of talkSPORT and everything and anything and everywhere and anything in between. But we're going to start with Liverpool. This is mad, by the way. If you've not heard this, you want to stick around, don't turn your radio off. They cruise through to the 5th round of the FA Cup against Brighton over the weekend. But how good is this man?
He looks to play it first time. Szoboszlai in on goal, hits it. Oh, what a goal! What a strike from Dominic Szoboszlai!
Dominic is, I think, a great example of the strategy of the model of our club. So signing young players, now he's become an unbelievable player for this club.
And what a sensational hit from that man again, Dominic Szoboszlai!
Yes, Dominic Szoboszlai scored again for Liverpool over the weekend as they won 3-0 at home to Brighton. That was his 10th goal across all comps this season, which includes a couple of brilliant free kicks, it has to be said. Now, Toney Cascarino was alongside the wonderful Shabana Hearn on the weekend breakfast yesterday, and he was more than full of praise for the midfielder.
I just feel like he's going to play now. He's got, I think, about 12 goals this year. He's been on a pretty decent run. He's a league winner last year, had a great season. Is Szoboszlai up with a Gerrard standard? I'd love to know what Liverpool fans thought, because I think but him and Gerrard, there ain't a lot in it.
It feels early.
As Gerrard was
early to compare. No.
Well, it may do, but I mean, Steven Gerrard at 25, 26 was amazing. He dragged the team, a bit like Szoboszlai has done this season, but Liverpool did win the Champions League in 2005. And look, an outstanding, if not the best ever Liverpool midfielder. But I wondered how close Szoboszlai was to Gerrard.
No, I love Toney Cascarino, as you.
We all do.
He's like your mad uncle that comes over at Christmas time, right? Is Uncle Toney coming over? Right. But most Liverpool fans, certainly when you look back at the Premier League era, would say Steven Gerrard is their greatest player. But some would probably have him top of that list of all-time greats. You've got other wonderful players like Kenny Dalglish.
Dalglish, the one that you...
Okay. But he's certainly in that conversation.
Yep.
If you're suggesting Toney Cascarino, Szoboszlai is there or thereabouts, then you are also asking the question, is Szoboszlai Liverpool's greatest ever Premier League player? And for my money, that's just one of the most crazy questions I've ever heard.
Well, first off, he's a fine footballer. He's having a magnificent season.
Yeah.
I first saw him. He made his debut, actually, against Chelsea. And he caught my eye that day. And he's so versatile. He can play right back. He plays in a three. He can play, he's...
Midfield, obviously.
Midfield. He can play... Yeah, he's even played further up. There's a lot to his game. And goals are obviously something that... Once you start adding that as a midfielder, now you start to really be talked in different circles, especially when you can play right back as well. He's got a lot of strands.
The word you're looking for, versatile.
Versatile. Versatility of Szoboszlai, right?
Yeah.
But I would like to speak to Toney. I don't know whether it's one of those things you say and kind of you think you're thinking it and you say it. We've all done that.
Not all of us.
What,
you think if he phoned up today, he might go, do you know what? I was a little bit too keen with that.
I'd like to speak to him. Can we get him on? Is that asking too much?
Oh, I'm sure we could.
But do you know what I mean? It's like, explain. Because Toney, whenever Toney speaks, people do listen. They
listen, yeah, but when he says something like that, maybe he was driving home thinking, oh, no, whoever said that.
I'd like to get a little bit more detail from what he's saying there.
Because Steven Gerrard was head and shoulders above
Steven Gerrard was one of the most complete midfielders.
And also, I always felt with Gerrard, and I don't see this in Szoboszlai. I take nothing away, by the way. I think Szoboszlai's an excellent player, but nowhere near Gerrard level, in my opinion. No. Steven Gerrard played in a Liverpool side that needed someone to pick up the game by the scruff of the neck and move it forward. Yeah. Szoboszlai, of course, he's surrounded by really, really good players anyway, but that's one comparison that I don't think you can even begin to compare the two with, because Gerrard had that, and I don't see that in Szoboszlai.
Well, Gerrard also done it for... decade. How long was he at Liverpool? I mean, the whole career, well, pretty much the whole of his career, right? Szoboszlai's only been there 2-3 years, third season. It's difficult to try and compare. I know he won the Premier League last season, but when you've been a legend at the football club and you grew up as an academy player and you wore the armband and you are regarded in the Premier League era, not just one of the best at Liverpool, by the way, one of the best in the league. I don't know whether you can put Szoboszlai in that conversation.
We say his name differently. Why is that? Szoboszlai, how did you say it?
Szoboszlai. I got it wrong, yes.
Szoboszlai, you said?
Szoboszlai.
Anyway, I think people say it differently.
Yeah.
Is Szoboszlai one of the best midfielders currently in the Premier League?
I think he's in the conversation.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't think that's outrageous at all. No, I don't think that's completely outrageous. But to put him up there and compare him and ask the question, is he a Gerrard?
Will there be... So usually, and I'm quite confident I can come on air and say something, and my co-host, usually Bentley, will go... You won't get one call. And I go, I will. And I usually get one, right? I genuinely don't think there is a true, real Liverpool fan out there that actually thinks, that has seen, by the way, Gerrard and his pomp, that actually thinks Szoboszlai is better than Gerrard. I don't want to say there's not one that...
No, I don't.
Toney Cascarino, but I just can't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are Liverpool fans going, I've seen stuff about Szoboszlai that Gerrard could never do. I don't see that, though.
No, to be better. Is that what you're saying? To be better than Gerrard?
Okay, level.
I don't think level will get a call.
No, I don't.
Well, I don't. I mean, I love Toney, and I'd love to speak to him and just find out exactly. Did it come out the way you planned?
I think he did. I think Shaban sort of questioned him.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay, well,
give some, bit of context to it.
Jay and I expect to not take any
calls. No calls.
We won't take any calls because we only want calls from Liverpool fans that believe that Szoboszlai is up there with Gerrard.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see it, I don't see it, right?
No.
We both think Szoboszlai is an excellent player.
Oh, no, look, he's a fine footballer and having a wonderful season.
But Gerrard, we're talking about one of the best ever.
Yeah, I mean, Steve, the standard that he set was at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
If you think we are wrong and you agree with Toney Cascarino, we would love to hear from you this afternoon. I don't expect anyone to phone my switchboard, but if that one person is you, 03717223344, I have no doubt when I say that if you dial that number and you agree with Toney Cascarino, you will be next. How about that? Live on Drive on talkSPORT after this.
So what can Spurs fans expect? Let's find out from someone who played under the man at Udinese. Very good morning to Al Ahly and Nigeria defender William Troost-Ekong. Morning, William.
Good morning, William. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, no, thank you for coming on, mate.
Great to see you, mate.
What can Spurs fans expect from Igor then?
Well, we heard a little bit about it in the clip. We had him 2 times at Udinese. He's a manager that likes to play 3-5-2 or a variation of it, from what my experience was. Of course, attacking football. He hired back line, tries to press high, can be quite direct, and he's definitely a personality. So if they need someone to shake up the place and get everyone going, then he's definitely the right person for it. So, like mentioned before, the North London derby probably the perfect game to start, and he's definitely also someone who's not intimidated by anything like that. So. A big personality, and he's going to get everyone trying to run through a brick wall. So I think that's probably been my experience with him.
Ask you, William, you mentioned he's a big personality, and you would suggest that he's going to have to be to take this job, because when you look at it, what's he going to have to do differently? Do you think, in terms of, you look at the previous coach, there were some great coaches and some fantastic managers, all the way back, Nuno, Mourinho, Big Ange, all these guys, obviously Thomas Frank. What's he going to have to do differently, do you think?
love a bit of George, mate. George on a Monday.
Do you know what I do? But not when I'm having George rammed down my throat.
You don't like George being rammed down your throat?
No, mate. Every time you win, it's this. Wake me up before you go. Last Christmas, Freedom 90. I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Mate, it's not that often, I mean, mate. You have a little bit of George, is it? It's not that
one or two's fine.
Can we have George Day?
Why don't you go? What was the song he did with? Is it called If?
With
Aretha Franklin?
No, that was another one he did. They did one with Mucha.
No, Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige. That wasn't called If, was it? Was it If?
Find that one, Jack. We'll do that because you don't hear that often. All right. Sharp and talkSPORT to me, Andy Goldstein Jason Cundy is alongside me. Still to come. We'll be looking ahead to a massive. He's massive. Live on talkSPORT 2 tonight. Thank you, Az. Yeah, same thing. Which is commentary host Middlesbrough. Oh, what a game that could be. We'll talk about that a bit later on.
Yeah.
Wigan have appointed Gary Caldwell as head coach for the second time. There you go. Right, we're taking your calls. Just how good is Szoboszlai? Now, before the break, I said I don't expect any calls because the question we're asking is Szoboszlai better than Gerrard?
Yep. No one. No Liverpool.
Unbelievably, we've got a few.
No, we haven't.
But I still don't believe. I don't know what they're going to say, but I still don't believe they will say yes, he is.
Yeah.
Dion's first up. Hello, Dion.
All right, Dion.
How we doing, boys? You okay?
I'm really good, man. Happy Monday. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Good, thanks.
Good. How old are you first, if you don't mind me asking? I think that's quite relevant.
31.
Okay, did you see Gerrard in his pomp then, yeah?
Yeah, I did, I did.
Okay, what have you phoned up to say, Dion?
Szoboszlai is in no way, shape or form better than Gerrard. Gerrard's obviously my favourite player. Gerrard's my favourite player of all time. But what I will say, he's the first player we've had since Gerrard in that mould. And what I mean by that is he can play right back, he can play 8, he can play 10, he can score goals, he can defend. So he's the first player we've had since Gerrard who can play in that mould, but he's nowhere near the level of Gerrard, and I don't think he ever will be either.
I think that's fair. And the fact that he hasn't been at Liverpool, so what's his third season, right?
Yeah, right.
Who knows what he can go on and achieve? He has. Gerrard didn't win the Premier League, won the Champions League, of course. Szoboszlai's won the Premier League.
Everything.
Who knows? Liverpool.
He's won everything, isn't he, Szoboszlai?
Not Liverpool, is he?
He hasn't won the Champions League with them?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
No, I don't think. No.
He wasn't there then?
No.
Okay. Dion, was he?
I don't think he was.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
No. But there's plenty of time. But the problem you've got when you start comparing players to legends, they live in a different sphere. They are viewed differently.
Who? The current players?
No, the
legends.
The legends.
Yeah. I think we're guilty of forgetting how great the legends are.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a lot of you haven't got to go back that far. That you kind of some fans. I'm not going right to the beginning of the Premier League, but I think we do forget at times what they achieved, how good they were.
Yeah.
And I've said this, I think the Premier League, I don't think the standard is anywhere near what it was 15, 20 years ago.
We did this on a show where we were comparing maybe sort of 80s to 2000s and then 2000s to 2015 and then 15 onwards.
Well, the game has changed. The way the teams are set
up. The great players we had back then, we don't have those great players.
No, but I think that goes across Europe. I don't think it's just the Premier League.
Maybe.
There's creative. There's so many to mention, right? But of the ones that spring to mind, Bergkamp, Henry, Hazard, Cantona, Gareth Bale.
Yeah,
they with those flair players that could win you a game on their own. I don't have any that exist anymore.
I agree. Dan is up next, also Liverpool fan. Hello, Dan.
Danny boy.
Hi, how are we doing? You okay?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Thanks for having me on.
Our pleasure.
For me, it's not even a question. Like Gerrard, when we won the Champions League, was against Kaká, Gattuso, and Pirlo, and he absolutely shone in that game. You put Szoboszlai in that position now against them three, he wouldn't show. He wouldn't. It's not even a comparison. Don't get me wrong, he's a cracking player. He's exciting to watch. I was there on Saturday, but he's not at that level. Like. Gerrard was at a different level.
How old are you, Dan?
I'm 37.
Do you think, in your opinion, Gerrard's the greatest ever Liverpool player?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I mean, you wouldn't have seen Dalglish play, right?
No, I wouldn't. No.
Okay.
That's what I mean by putting him in a sphere that's almost godlike at that football club. It's very. I don't know whether you should even mention that. I think it's
no.
And that's why I want to speak to Tone and just say to him, what did you actually mean by? Maybe it's slightly out of context. I don't know what he was thinking. But, by the way, can we just say again, Szoboszlai is having an unbelievable season.
Yeah, but this is what I was going to ask. Dan, you're still there, right? If you were going to list all the Liverpool players in order of importance, like if they were missing, it would be a big hole. Does Szoboszlai even get in your top 3? Because obviously you've got your goalkeeper, you've got Van Dijk, and you've got, when he's on form, Mohamed Salah, right?
Yeah.
So Szoboszlai's not in the top 3?
No, he got Fowler in there. No.
No, I mean permanently. I mean currently now.
Right now.
Yeah. You got Alisson, Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah, right?
I'd have Szoboszlai above Salah right now.
He'd be,
right now.
Definitely. Right now.
I don't think... I don't. Liverpool's team right now are a worse team with him out. They're not. They are.
But when everyone's singing and dancing, he's not better than Salah.
No, but Salah's not been singing and dancing.
No,
he's
he
not
hasn't.
quite
This season. No, he hasn't.
You know, I think that Szoboszlai is one of the most important players for Liverpool.
Who's more important for Liverpool, Ekitike or Szoboszlai?
I would say Szoboszlai again. You know.
Would you?
I think so.
Ekitike's.
No, he has. He's been brilliant. It's not for me to decide. Liverpool fans can answer that question. It's not an easy one to answer that.
But because what I'm saying, if Toney Cascarino's saying he's up there with Gerrard,
okay,
and we're not putting him in the top 4.
Who's up for Liverpool's Player of the Year this year? Who is that person? Because I think between Ekitike and Szoboszlai,
one of those two, right?
Well, it feels I'm just they watch Liverpool every week. From what I have seen,
let's ask Dan. He's still there. Dan, you're still there, right?
Yeah, I'm still there, mate.
Who's more important to you, Ekitike or Szoboszlai?
Szoboszlai right now. He's more versatile.
Okay.
Yeah, the versatility gives Slot so many different options. That right back has been a major problem for him.
But then if you put him there, you're losing him.
Yeah, of course.
Elsewhere.
But that's why Slots pay big bucks to make those calls.
Yeah. Still to come, we'll be looking ahead to a massive game live on talkSPORT 2 tonight. Sees Coventry against Middlesbrough. But before that, 1:30 means, of course, no Googling time.
He's going to see his face.
What have I told you about mixing with the formula? What have I told you about that, Jack? I don't think you're in that decision area at all for the show. Turn it off, Jack. Real music, please, Jack. Find it. Come on. Friday's game against Hull was the 105th consecutive game where Chelsea have named a starting 11 without a single player aged under 30. Hold on. Or older. How's that work? Oh, age 30 or older. Okay. Friday's game against Hull was the 105th consecutive game where Chelsea have named a starting 11 without a single player 30 or older.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible.
Yeah, well, you can see what... Yeah. And then you look at the model, what they're doing. That tells you...
Well, nothing's happening. We want to know who's the last player aged 30 or older to start for Chelsea. What an unbelievable question that is.
Okay, will I get it?
So it happened 106 games ago.
Will I get it?
Well, I don't know. I can't look in your brain.
I know, but should I?
You should get it.
Should I?
Yeah. The name's there or thereabouts at the moment. All right? Who was the last player aged 30 or over 106 games ago to play for Chelsea?
Okay.
In the starting lineup. What a great question that is, by the way, whoever did that. The answer to that and loads more coming up live and drive on talkSPORT. In seconds, stay where you are.
Headlines this morning: Yusuf Chamiti struck a hat-trick as Rangers pulled closer to Scottish Premier League leaders Hearts with a 4-2 win at Ibrox. He'd scored 4 in 28 for Rangers before yesterday's hat-trick. Arsenal have endured a fresh injury blow in the shape of defender Riccardo Calafiori, forced to pull out of the starting 11 minutes before their win over Wigan. Wolves and Arsenal. Wolves coming up this week for the Gunners. Manager Mikel Arteta admitted he is worried about the situation.
Yes, and especially because we are going through. Before it was the strikers, then it was the defenders, now it's the midfielders. But we are still coping with that. But yeah, we need some players back and fit, and to give us as well not only numbers, but different options in relation to the opponents that we have. So the quicker they are, the better.
We're still coping, did he say there? I mean, seriously, when it comes to injuries, Mikel and Arsenal fans shouldn't expect any sympathy whatsoever with the size of the squad they have got, you know? I know they've had some injuries, but the squad is humongous.
No, listen, I think they're North London rivals. If there's any sympathy, and I doubt there will be from opposition football fans, but if there's any sympathy for a team with injuries, I would suggest Tottenham might just be top of the list.
Yes.
If there's any getting thrown about.
Yeah, completely agree. He's not going to be pushed to name a starting 11 and a squad of internationals on the bench either, is he? Come what may.
Mikel Arteta says Arsenal need some of their injured midfielders back and quickly, but he'll find no solidarity with Jeff Stelling.
We're still coping, did he say there? I mean, seriously, when it comes to injuries, Mikel and Arsenal fans shouldn't expect any sympathy whatsoever with the size of the squad they have got.
Calafiori, White have joined Ødegaard, Havertz and Marino in the treatment room. Arsenal go to Wolves in the Premier League live on talkSPORT this Wednesday to the Six Nations, where Scotland centre and legend Hugh Jones has told us even he doesn't know what Finn Russell's about to do, and that's what makes him such a special player.
Yeah, on the day, everything he touched turned to gold. He went down the short side for Ben White's try, broke a couple of tackles.
Yeah.
He's pretty slippery. But yeah, he was on good form and big part of our win.
The freewheeling try scorer won't be drawn on Scotland's Six Nations chances for the Championship following their thumping win over England. And a lot of people have been wondering how you get into those Winter Olympic events. Team GB gold medal winner Tabby Stoker was doing circus performing when she answered an Instagram ad for UK Sports Talent ID.
And I wasn't sure what I was signing up for, but they did a lot of kind of basic testing to begin with of, you know, how fast you can run, how high you can jump, and then got picked for skeleton.
And at the T20 World Cup, Steve Smith has joined up with the Australian squad, replacing the injured Josh Hazlewood. More at talksport.com.
Good tune, that.
It's a tune, mate. It's a tune.
What's it called? As if, yeah. Before the break, I asked a great question.
Oh, I haven't even thought about it.
Basically, Chelsea keep fielding players that are under 30. The last time they fielded a player that was either 30 or over was 106 games ago. Who was that player? From the start, by the way.
Koulibaly?
No.
Aubameyang?
No.
Not too very well. Sterling? No. Is it Sterling?
Raheem Sterling.
All right, okay.
You like that?
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
Still to come, we'll be asking whether VAR's been damaging for referees. Yeah, I think we've done enough of that, Jack. Jack's on one today, look at him. But now, Chelsea's players have come in for some criticism, and rightly so, they're disgraced. After footage emerged over the weekend of them just walking straight past Hull City's young mascots without acknowledging them. Not even a look up. The players were making their way to the dressing room before Friday's FA Cup win. In the FA Cup, Super Andy McCoy was alongside Jeffrey Stelling on the breakfast show. He said the Chelsea players, they should have made an effort, Jay. Disgraceful.
It costs nothing.
Yeah.
It costs absolutely nothing. And it's amazing. You maybe underestimate how much it means to people, those kids, for sitting there. Imagine the kid in the playground, so-and-so come up and said hello to me, he patted me on the head. Yeah. I'm loath to use the word wee things like that, because those wee things are actually big things in the grand scheme of things, Jeff. And that is not a good look at all. Yeah. I mean, what does it take to come out your way and walk and give the kids a wee high five on the way through?
I have to say, there's been a lot of fuss has been made about absolutely nothing, in my opinion. Here, I don't think they saw them. They all had their headphones on. They're completely oblivious to it. And all these players, they're walking past millions of people every day. If they had to stop and look at everyone to make sure they weren't upsetting someone, they would never get to where they're going.
No, and look, there's two parts to this for me. One, I was in that position as a young boy, and you wanted to touch them or have sort of interaction with them. I don't honestly think many of the players saw them. I heard Ali and Jeff talk about this morning, and I'm like, oh, where was that? How have I missed that? And then I see it, and I'm looking at them. I don't think they see them. Now, if you really want those mascots to be seen, don't hide them around a corner, because that's where they were. I think there was faux outrage. People love to be outraged, love to be offended. If they had walked past them and they saw them, then I think there's some merit in it. I'm not convinced, by the way. They even see them. They even look at them. No, I'm not. People love to be outraged, mate. I've seen loads of people jump on this bandwagon. It's not a good optic if they saw them. I don't even know.
No.
People just like to pile in, mate.
I totally agree. We watch it. If you watch it on YouTube, you can see footage of it now.
No, they got
They're just walking past them. They don't even know they're there. I agree with you.
One of them looks at the players.
People are desperate to be outraged.
Oh,
nowadays.
people love to be outraged.
Yeah.
People
Sack
love
them.
it.
Get
People
rid of
enjoy
them.
being outraged.
Public apology.
Yeah, they enjoy being outraged. I do, however, on the back of that, think that footballers should make more effort.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, me too.
And there are times that you see where certain players, and I mentioned Jack Grealish this morning, who seems to always make time and makes an effort. I think players generally could make more effort. I think that's fair.
I can't believe I'm going to stick up for footballers now. What I will say, if you're a footballer, every moment of your life, whilst you're in the public eye, people want to stop you. They want to speak to you. They want to autograph.
I don't think we mean...
No. What I'm saying is, sometimes as a human being, that's not necessarily easy. Now, I know people go, of course it is. They're on crazy money. That doesn't come into it. It's irrelevant how much someone owes, right? There will be a moment. I'm sure a lot of these footballers do stuff that we never, ever hear.
Well, that's true. That is very true.
In fact, I know for a fact they do.
That's very true.
The majority, if not all of them, but majority of them do stuff that we never, ever get to hear about.
That's true.
Right? Yep. And the fact that these players have walked past kids, they didn't even look at them. They didn't even know they were there. They were hidden around a corner.
Yeah, I don't know whether they even. I don't know. I mean,
what should have happened is whoever was responsible for those mascots that day should have been the one that says, stand here. So when they come out, you can speak to whoever's in charge of Chelsea.
Where they are though, it does look a little bit like don't get in the way of the players.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like to me. If they wanted them to high five them, there's a way that they can set that up. I don't know what the arrangements are.
I assume they saw them in the tunnel, right? They're the mascots for the game.
Yeah. They done the high five. I think they've done that well, there's now footage emerged or seen that they did that on the pitch.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of out. I don't even. I mean, it's just the world we live in now, right? I hadn't seen it. And when I saw it, I'm going, is that what they're seriously talking about?
I know.
People, and there's some of the comments on social media. I mean, have a day off.
Yeah, have a day off. We won't, of course. We're here 5 days a week, which means it's time now to take a look at the latest EFL action in partnership with our wonderful friends at McDonald's.
EFL Corner on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
Yeah, I've got to put my bins on for this. Time now for the return of EFL Corner where Jason Cundy looks weekend up and down the football leagues. Before we look back, Jay, let's start by looking ahead to a gigantic game in the Championship. It's live on talkSPORT 2 tonight. It's Frank Lampard's Coventry. They host league leaders Middlesbrough with 2 points separating the sides. Lampard's been speaking to the media ahead of the game. He praised the form of tonight's opponents.
You have to just sometimes applaud 6 wins on the bounce, and even before that they had 4 wins when the manager came in. So it's an incredible run of form, and that's what changes the face of it slightly. We've had our run, and we had a run last season of similar veins, and sometimes you say well done and understand that they're going to be a difficult opponent.
Listen, a 10-point lead at the top, that's gone now. Coventry are actually second in the Championship. How big a task does Lampard have picking his players up for this one? Because their results can go against them. They lose tonight, Ipswich win games in hand, etc. Ipswich can be second, then Coventry go into the playoff places. I mean, it could be an awful few.
I think this is a game Coventry cannot afford to lose.
Yeah.
I think on the run that they've been on...
Sorry. Cannot afford to lose or must win?
I wouldn't say must win,
okay,
and I wouldn't go that far. But definitely, it would be a big body blow to lose at home against a side that you've seen coming on the inside rails. Your form has dipped. They've continued going, and they're on 6 wins out of 6. If they make that 7 now, I just think it's a statement for Middlesbrough. It's a real statement. I think Coventry need to somehow find a way. They're at home. I'm not saying don't get beat, but I would say if it's a draw come the end of it, it's not a disaster. Maybe even a defeat's not a disaster, but it would be a huge body blow, because then you are looking at Millwall, who are tucked in behind them, Ipswich tucked in behind them, Hull tucked in behind them. You know,
the problem I think Coventry have got is the run of form they had to get that unbelievable gap at the top.
Oh, the run they went on was astounding.
But it's impossible for a team to keep that level up, right? Throughout such a long season in the Championship. So it's just... If you would have said to Frank Lampard at this stage of the season, win a game, you go back to the Championship, would have taken it. It's just the fact that they've been used to this gigantic lead that they've seen disappear. That's the problem.
Yeah, and they look very comfortable at the top. And when you get a lead like that, you are expected to somehow hold on to it, aren't you, throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah.
The amount of goals they scored, that's still some way by anyone else. I mean, Middlesbrough scored 49, scored 63.
Nuts.
Yeah, that's 2 goals a game-ish, right?
Yeah.
Things of you have sticky patches. Sometimes it's how you come out the patches. How do you react to being a bit average? Some players' form might have dipped, as Frank said there. You've got to say to Middlesbrough, well done. You've closed the gap and overtaken us.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a massive. If whoever wins this will be a huge. Psychologically, who knows? There might be something going on there.
Give me a prediction. 8 p.m. tonight, live on.
Well, I'm going to go for Coventry to win.
Are you?
Yeah.
What score?
2-1.
Okay. By the way, that game is not only live but exclusive. I hasten to add on talkSPORT 2. Right, let's look back on a big old result from over the weekend. Michael O'Neill was in charge of Blackburn for the first time as they won 3-1 away to QPR. He's, of course, juggling the role with his job as Northern Ireland gaffer, which is quite incredible. Blackburn's first away win in nearly 3 months.
Yeah.
Does he get all the credit for that?
Well, a new manager bounce. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It's a big job for him. They are, of course, looking over their shoulder. There's some big clubs down there, by the way, facing relegation. Obviously, we know what happened with Leicester. But, when you're at the bottom and you pick up 3 points, that's huge.
Yeah.
It's absolutely huge. So, they've not away. Is that away win in 3 months?
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you make of a manager in charge of the international side and club football? It's very rare that happens.
It is rare. His job as an international manager will be very different as a club, and he'll have scouts. He'll still be doing their job. He'll still have people with their finger on the pulse. I don't think it's impossible.
No, but we don't see it a lot, right?
No, we don't. No, it's happened a few times.
Well, I think Bentley mentioned last week Gus Hiddink did it when he was at your gaff.
Yeah, I could have.
Yeah,
that might be.
Well, not he could have done. I'm telling
Okay,
you,
it's true. It's okay.
It actually happened. Other results from the weekend: Derby beat Swansea 2-0. Portsmouth lost at home by a goal to 0 against Sheffield United. Preston drew 2-2 with Watford. QPR I've mentioned. Sheffield Wednesday lost at home 2-1.
Millwall are flying,
aren't they? Just, but, I mean, they could be playing Premier League football.
That's.
Are they the biggest club not to be in the Premier League? Not to have ever been in the Premier League.
Yeah, another question. I don't know.
It's a great question, right? I think they're in that conversation.
I'm just going through the Championship now, and I'm trying to think who's bigger than
Mill that hasn't played.
Hasn't been in the Prem. No.
Okay. I noticed, even though it's the EFL, I noticed, Joe, that we haven't put in Ipswich defeating. I know it's FA Cup. I know that, but weird. I mean, they're an EFL team. You forgot that one, did you? Okay, fine. There you go. That was all thanks to our wonderful friends at McDonald's.
EFL Corner on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m. 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
If you like boxing, stick around. Tyson Fury and Makhmudov had their press conference today. Gareth A. Davis and Spencer Oliver will be joining us in just a moment to tell us about that. And you're probably not surprised that John Fury was also making some headlines today. So all of that and more is coming up right after this. Live on Drive on talkSPORT.
Let's go to Alan, who's a Man City fan, right, Al?
Yes, good evening. I've got a little song for you at the end for the Arsenal fans as well. But do you know what, Arsenal? Man City are a snake, and they've had their foot on our necks where we've been weak, and they should have cut our heads off and buried us in the sand, and they've not. And now we're going to come back and beat them, and we're going to win this title. And in a couple of weeks after we play them at the Etihad, when we give them a footballing lesson, you can ring me up and I'll come on the show again, because Man City are a better team to watch than what Arsenal are. And he's coming on. The Premier League trophy's coming back to the Etihad. And listening to these Arsenal fans tonight, we are right in there then. All the memories of all the years previous are all coming flooding back. And we're going to win the league. And I'll give you my song now.
Go on in. Is it clean?
Crumbling again, ole, ole. Crumbling again, ole, ole. Crumbling again. Crumbling again. Crumbling again, ole, ole. Can't wait to see that.
All right, Al, listen, Man City fans are... if they're listening to the show tonight, Man City fans, I think they'll be thinking...
Do you know what it does do, though?
Tell you what,
it gives us... We have got a proper title race.
Yeah.
A proper title race. It's not a bad point for our side. I still don't think Man City are quite the Man City that we've seen win a title.
No, but
they could do. They could.
They're looking all right. They're looking all right. You know, Diaz, Gay at the back again. O'Reilly, fantastic. Nunes has played all right.
Mate.
Rodri, you know, mate.
I'm not. Look,
you know, they've signed Semenyo, Haaland scoring, Foden.
Driver talkSPORT with Andy Goldstein Jason Cundy. Still to come, we'll be asking whether VAR has been damaging for referees. Just quickly, I like this story. Newcastle United are set to ban working from home for their 500 staff members from the start of next month. Now, I know a lot of our listeners are probably at home now working. You're not working.
They are working.
I'm just fed up with people working at home now because you're not working.
You are?
Do a bit of work. Do a bit of work.
I'm guessing...
Hold on. Sit. I like a bit of Kilroy Silk. Go on. Oh, is this morning on? Go on, I put my feet up. Is that not on anymore?
I don't know.
But you know what I mean? You know, someone at the door, hold on. Oh, you go out for coffee? Come on, let's go have a coffee.
I think there's probably a little bit that going on.
There's a lot of that going on.
I don't know if you're working from home one day a week.
No, that's absolute garbage, mate.
No, you're not having it.
I know the people here, and I know when they go home and they're working from home Friday. If you're working from home Friday, let me tell you now, you're in the pub.
Do we get people here working from home on Friday?
Loads of them. Loads of them.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, too many.
All right, okay.
Won't be anywhere near as productive.
Right, okay. Yeah. I mean, you might be right. I'd like to know what bosses think.
I think they agree with me. You want people in, right? Come on, let's go and have a meet. Oh, Cundy's working from home again.
I think, well, listen, obviously COVID was the catalyst for this.
Yeah.
And you and I worked from home for 4 months.
Yeah, but the shows, I don't think they were great shows.
Good shows, mate.
But you'll only get a better show when I'm sat opposite you.
Yeah, I think so. No, that's fair.
You only get more productive work when I'm sat opposite someone I work with.
No, I think so. Yeah, no.
Get into work, you lot. Get into work. All right?
I haven't got an argument, mate. I haven't got an opinion on it. Okay. If Newcastle have seen a dip in work rate, 500, by the way.
Yeah. That's the amount of people that are working from home.
Must be no one there.
What?
500 people working from home.
I don't think that includes Eddie Howe, by the way. I think
Eddie Howe, the players.
Bruno. He's doing today's match from his back garden. That's what he's doing. Right, time now for this.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power. Reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Yeah, time now for today's Paddy's Performers in association with Drive's official betting partner, Paddy Power. Today we're looking back at a great weekend of football. We are nominated the players we think made a difference and were Paddy's performers. Do you want to go first or second?
Yeah.
Good, I'll go first.
Yep.
I've gone for Sandro Tonali.
Okay.
2 goals, of course, for Villa in that comeback. He played no Bruno. He was working from home. He played in Bruno's position. I thought second half he was fantastic. He was great. So I've gone for Sandro Tonali.
Okay. Mine was pretty easy. I covered the game Friday night. Pedro Neto played as a 10. I didn't really see where it was going for the first 20 minutes, to be honest with you, but he notched himself a hat trick. So that's always a good thing. Might have found another position for him. So well done him, Pedro Neto.
Okay. Tonali, of course, Newcastle player. For them to beat Man City is 5-1. And Chelsea's next game is against Burnley. For Chelsea to beat Burnley is the same score, but the other way around, 1-5.
Yeah.
There you go, Paddy's performance for today. Catch up with the latest odds at paddypower.com, 18 plus only, begambleaware.org.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power. Reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Now, earlier on, at the top of the show, we were asking for Liverpool fans to phone up and tell me if they thought Szoboszlai was better than Gerrard. We didn't get one.
No, we didn't.
Right. We haven't got one now, but we have got one that thinks they're the same. Jake's a Liverpool fan. Hello, Jake.
Jakey.
Hello, you all right?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad.
Jake, how old are you? Obviously, there's a reason I'm asking.
33.
33, okay. So you've seen enough of Gerrard?
I've seen plenty of Gerrard, and as bad as I think that they have the same attributes, right? But the only thing I think to make them equal at the moment in time is aggression on the football pitch. With Gerrard being a scouser, he was aggressive. He wanted that, and I don't think Szoboszlai has that in him yet. But if he does, I think he will be a legend at Liverpool.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go on.
Are you working from home today?
I've just finished work. I'm a full-time dad, so...
Okay. All right, that's tough, right? You're daddy daycare today?
I am, yeah.
Wow. How old's the little one?
He's 6.
Oh, okay. That's tough, right?
Oh, yeah. And there's 2 of them. I've got to get the other one yet.
All right. Okay. You haven't forgotten him, have you?
No, I've not forgotten him, no.
Okay. All right. What do you make of Liverpool's season so far?
Oh, as bad as it is, I think Slot has done something really bad. I think he's gone in there and he had a Klopp team, Klopp's formation, Klopp everything, won the league, and he's changed everything, and you can clearly see where he's gone.
If you win the FA Cup and finish outside Champions League places, is that an awful season?
Yeah.
And if you win the FA Cup and finish 5th, is that a good season?
No, it's still a bad season.
Still a bad
we need to be in that top 4.
And even if 5th is Champions League football next season.
No, we should have been challenging right at the beginning for the title.
Yeah.
So either way, at the moment in time, the season's gone downwards. But I've got a feeling in myself. I think we'll go far in the Champions League. It's Liverpool. Liverpool always do that, and I think SummerSlam will put us there.
Okay.
All right, Super Dad. Thanks for phoning the show.
Yeah,
Cheers, Jakey.
Thanks, man.
See you later.
There you go, Jake the Super Dad. That's tough, isn't it? Working from home.
Working from
After
home.
the kids.
Being a dad.
Working from home.
Yeah, well, the kids are a bit nursery, probably, right?
Well, I have no idea. I mean,
6 at nursery.
What is that compulsory?
I think
Is that the right word? Compulsory. What did I say? What was that?
Compulsory.
I think I put an S in it. Compulsion. I can't remember.
Yeah, you're at nursery then, 6. Aren't you? What age do you go to reception?
I don't know if you're 6, you're guaranteed like on the state to go to nursery. Are you?
You're
definitely at school, yeah.
Definitely at school. Yeah,
Joe's nodding and laughing.
There you are. Is it
neither
5
of us went to
reception?
school.
5 reception.
5.
6, yeah, he's at school.
So the kid's at school.
He's at school.
So he does nothing, Dad.
You've got to drop him off.
Lazy. I mean,
pick him up.
That's hardly daddy daycare.
No, mate. He's working from home as well.
Hold on. Do you want to get out of the car? See you later. See you tonight.
Oh,
is that it? John Fish Fingers, beans, brilliant. I'll get them. Deliveroo. Happy days. Working from home, love it. Right, we were going to talk boxing, but this may surprise you, but Tyson Fury's still rattling on in the press conference, so we'll speak to Spencer and Gareth a bit later on. When we come back, I know loads of you want to have your say on this. Now, whenever we talk VAR, lots of you say, I'm bored of it, doesn't work, it's rubbish. And then we have a weekend where there's no VAR, and you then...
Well, this has not been a good weekend for some of the refereeing decisions, that's for sure.
So we're going to talk about that, but the obvious question is, after you've seen the madness without VAR, have you made up your mind once and for all? Are you for or against VAR? That's where we go right after this. 03717 223344. Dial that. You can tell all your mates that you spoke to Jason Cundy on talkSPORT.
Labour MPs, they say, listen, Keir, your position is untenable. This is all about appointing that rat, Peter Mandelson.
We've now had another resignation from number 10. The plot is thickening, the noose is tightening.
His failings are internal. He's useless, incompetent, has no political judgment.
This is all part of Starmer's reset, getting rid of his inner circle. So Chris Wormold, we think fairly reluctantly, has stepped down.
What an absolutely crazy week for Keir Starmer. His second cabinet secretary, gone. His third chief of staff, gone. His fourth director of communications, gone.
League teams have got a load of crazy nicknames. Ever wondered where they came from? Some are pretty straightforward. Arsenal are the Gunners because they were founded by a group of munitions workers, and Bournemouth are the Cherries because their old stadium was built right next to a cherry orchard. Then there's Everton. They're dubbed the Toffees, but why? Well, because when the club was formed, just down the road there were 2 local toffee shops. Ipswich Town nicked their nickname off their opponents in the late 90s, Birmingham. The term Tractor Boys was chanted as a way to tease the team about their farming background, but they started using it themselves as a way to cheer on the team in victory instead. Take that, Birmingham. Let's head to Leicester, famous for more than just a red, well, orangey cheese and Jamie Vardy. Leicestershire's also the birthplace of fox hunting, hence the Foxes. Crystal Palace's nickname came from an extreme makeover. They were having a nightmare run in the 70s, and when they were relegated, their manager, Malcolm Allison, wasn't having it. I know what will make us better, he thought, a new nickname. The Strong and Deadly Eagle sounded like a pretty good bet. And there's more to that story. Brighton used Palace's nickname to inspire their own. Ooh, bird, they thought. Let's just pick a different one for us. And so, in a heated match between the two teams back in 1976, when Palace fans began chanting, "Eagles, Eagles," Brighton fans had the perfect reply. Seagulls, seagulls. So next time the away ends chanting their crazy nickname, you'll now know exactly where it came from.
Well, Matt, to our number 2 driver on talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein. Alongside me is a man responsible for the award-winning podcast, 21 Minutes to Go. I think a new episode dropped today, if I'm not mistaken.
It did.
It's Jason Cundy.
Hello, mate. I won Mr. Wet Boxer Shorts.
I know, yeah.
Did?
Come first, didn't you?
I did come first. Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Still to come, we're asking if Harry Kane is England's greatest player of all time. But now, I know loads of you want to have your say on this. Get dialing 03717 22 3344. Has VAR made referees even worse?
Kieran Trippier, they're queuing up in the middle. Deflection on the cross. Newcastle want handball. The referee has a look at it. And in the end,
I hope he's right.
He's given a free kick here, the referee. Well, he's miles inside the box there, Dina.
He's at least a yard inside the box.
It's schoolyard stuff. These are supposed to be top Premier League, the best refs in our league. And you get a mistake like that.
For me, it's more enjoyable to watch without VAR. If there's one lesson that I take from today, it's not that we need VAR, it's that we need better officials.
Yeah, VAR is back in headlines despite not being used in the FA Cup over the weekend. Big talking point was the performance of referee Chris Kavanagh during the Villa game against Newcastle, and the standout decision was awarded to Newcastle, a free kick for handball despite Villa's Lucas Digne clearly being inside the area. Villa also had a goal given despite Tammy Abraham being in an offside position. Newcastle boss Eddie Howe spoke to the media after the game. He said the game was screaming out for technology.
Great advert for VAR. I think we were hoping that VAR suddenly was recalled. I mean, I've been an advocate for referees making more decisions and be less reliant on technology, and then you feel today and you think, do you know what, I wish we had it back the other way. I think it's uncharacteristic performance from the officials. I think usually we've been praising officials this season generally, but that was a step back. It was not intentional. I just think that was the way the game went, and every decision seemed to be against us. I thought the players did really well to keep their cool and to not allow that to disrupt our performance level.
See, here's the thing. A lot of people are saying referees have got lazy, right? Here's the thing. There was a time before VAR where refs made mistakes.
Yep.
Very similar to the one at the weekend.
Yep.
And it kept happening every weekend. And it happened so much that we went, let's get VAR in. And we got VAR in. Now we have a weekend without it, and we have decisions that were the decisions we were having before VAR. I don't think it's because referees have got lazy. I think referees make mistakes. Sometimes they're not that great.
Yeah, I don't quite know.
Sorry, but what it proves for me is never moan about VAR.
No.
Because you either want it, and in which case you can moan about the weekend and go, there you go, you should have had it. Or if you never wanted it, you can't moan at all about the weekend's decisions because you don't want it.
Well, some do, some don't. I know in the Championship and League One, League Two, they're quite proud of the fact they don't have VAR and they can celebrate a goal. And, there will be moments throughout the season. Jay and I take calls on the game day phone at 5:30, phone up, moan about the refs. Up and down the country. It doesn't be Premier League. They all moan about refs. I don't quite know how Kavanagh's missed that, the Deeney handball. It's a poor call, that. Really poor call. His assistant, I think, should help. His assistant's looking along the line.
On this line?
He's on this line.
Side.
No, he's on this line.
On this side?
Yeah, that's where he is. He's on that line. Yeah, all round between them. You cannot allow two of them to get it wrong. And the referee's got the final call, right? And he's guessed. Because he hasn't seen it, he's guessed.
No, he must have guessed because he got it wrong.
Yeah, and then the I have a bit more sympathy with the official.
Can I ask, sorry, I didn't see it live. Did he go over to his lines?
No.
They didn't even have a conversation?
No, not. Well, they speak to one another on mics now, don't they? So they may well have had a conversation. But in answer to your question, they didn't walk up because before technology, they had to walk up and have a chat to them, didn't they? I have a bit more sympathy with the assistant, with the flag, because...
Oh, the Tammy offside?
Yes. When you pause it, you can see he's offside, but I have a bit more sympathy there. I agree. There was another challenge that Deeney put in, I can't remember what it was, potential red. Yep. VAR won't get involved. I'm not as... That decision could go either way. If he gives a red, no one can complain because it's right on the cusp.
Yeah.
But the handball, mate, and these are potentially game-changing decisions. And the reason that VAR was brought in because of the huge sums of money that's now in the game. You cannot have a decision that changes the course of a 90-minute game, potentially, because of how much money's in the game. I just don't think you can. I think that's why VAR was brought in. Plus, we have the technology. The VAR can work. It's the way that it's operated is the problem. We all sit here on a Monday, watch Ref Watch. We all go through some of the decisions. Some of them are subjective. Some of them, it's the subjective ones where people have disagreements.
That one wasn't subjective. The handball.
That's not subjective.
No.
The penalty decision where Mavropanos goes through the back of a Burton and Albion player.
Yeah.
That's subjective, but I think it's a pen.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's just a pen.
It's not black and white. But the handball in the area is black and white.
Yeah, when it's black or white, he's given. So he's already given the decision. He's seen the handball. He's given it. But he's awarded a free kick. That's not acceptable, I'm afraid.
No. Do you think this proves that we do need VAR?
I think at the highest level we do. Yeah, I think so. I think we do.
Because here's the thing: with VAR, you're still going to get mistakes, right? But you won't get mistakes like the ones we saw at the weekend.
No,
that's a gimme.
No, I think
Sorry, Jay. Sorry, but it does come at a cost, right? And that cost being you can't celebrate. You got to wait.
Yeah, that's the thing my mates discuss. That's the one where, of a Premier League club, you celebrate, but you're also looking at the referee, and you're looking, especially if you're watching it at home, you're watching the reaction of the commentators and VAR. Yeah, that does take away some spontaneity. There's no doubt about that.
Do you think it's as bad as people? I don't find myself when a goal goes in and I'm watching Premier League football. I never find myself going, "Oh, I've got to wait." No, I'll celebrate every goal as a fan.
Yeah,
right?
same here. I think most people do, but there is that fear, isn't there? There's a fear.
Yeah, but isn't it the same fear that before we had VAR, someone would score a goal and you'd celebrate, and then you'd look to the linesman to see if the flag's up?
The first thing you do is when you celebrate a goal, look at the runner.
I know, but
as you jump up, just cast your eyes down wherever he might be.
When we're watching it on telly, right, for argument's
sake,
sake,
you can't see it.
You've still got that 3 seconds, if you like, where you're celebrating, and your mates go, no, flag's up. You go, I can't believe it. So, with that respect, there's no difference between how we celebrate a goal now and how we celebrate a goal then.
No, I think also that VAR needs to be better, the way that it's operated. That needs to be better. Some of the waiting times that we have.
I know, that is nuts.
That's...
Do you think it makes a difference? The referee goes, I've looked at the incident. The number 6 in the red shirt did foul, therefore it is now for it. Do you think that makes a difference?
I just think it allows the people in the stadium to have a bit more... We all know at home, when we're watching a game on TV,
yes,
the supporters in the ground, a decision will be arrived at before, and they don't explain it. And the fans, they go, what's happened? What was that for? Who was offside? Was it handball?
So that makes a difference.
I think it does, yeah. I think if you want the match-going experience, I think you need to be told why the decision was made.
Let's take calls. We'll take calls when we come back from the break, but let's get as many as we can before that moment. Tony's a Southend fan joining us now. Hi, Tone.
Hi, Tone.
Hi, boys, okay?
I'm good, man. How are you today?
Yeah, I loved watching it without the VAR. It was great. It was football when I was younger in the 80s and the 90s. It was marvellous. It shows how bad the standard of our refereeing is. They weren't lazy. They've just got a bit complacent because they got VAR to fall back on, and it's almost like they forgot VAR wasn't there to help them out. It was lovely. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, we see it, don't we, in the Carabao Cup? It's also that feeling of when the goal scored, a goal is scored. But you also want the right decisions to come by, and I mentioned about the money in the game. We're talking, especially in the Premier League, the numbers are vast. They're huge.
Well, let me ask you this. What happens if Chris Kavanagh at the weekend, right, the incident happens, and for whatever reason, he didn't see it?
Yeah.
Right? It's human. Yeah. So he might have caught his eye, or he might have tripped up and looked down at the floor. So, I don't know, right? But clearly, factually, we know he didn't see the incident because had he done it, would have been a penalty. So he didn't see it.
Yes.
Okay. There's no backup with VAR, right? So there's no backup without VAR.
Yeah.
So he missed it.
Yep.
What should happen if he's missed it? He's stuck, right?
Nothing. It's done. It's cooked.
There's nothing you can do about it.
No, there's nothing you can do.
So when we peel it back, he wasn't cheating, the referee. Right?
No, of course not. He's had a bad day.
No, hear what I'm saying. He wasn't cheating, right?
Yep.
He didn't see it because if he would have done, he would have given it.
Yep.
So he missed it. So what can he do? He can't do anything.
No, but that's almost unforgivable because of where he was, Dina. He has seen the handball.
I know, but what I'm saying, I agree with you, it's unforgivable, but he missed it.
No, he did.
So what can he do? He can't.
Nothing he can do.
There's nothing he can do.
No, nothing he can do. He will. That'd be a black mark. Because I heard Eddie Howe talking there, and I think you would have heard from a very different Eddie Howe had they lost. I think managers, managers will speak depending on how the results gone. It didn't matter. 1-3-1, it's fine. If they lost that 1-0,
that's right.
He would be
fuming. If that's a cup final and you lose,
I'd be absolutely fuming.
Yeah.
Fuming.
Okay. Are you for or against VAR?
No, I think VAR is as part in our game. Just make it better. Okay. Make it better.
And what about the fact? So I know I'm right in saying that from the next round, the 5th round, VAR is going to be used for every game. Yeah. Have you got a problem with VAR not being used in the competition, and then that same competition does?
It's not ideal, is it? But then you saw what we saw at the weekend. You want it's there. Might as well use it.
I know, but it's not used for some of it.
No, I know. Yeah, it doesn't sit. No, I can understand the question, and it doesn't sit completely comfortably with me.
No.
But also, what doesn't sit comfortably is that we say we haven't had previous rounds, and we get to the final, and someone wins a final based on what is a poor decision.
Yeah.
And this there, use it.
Okay, last question, then we'll take calls on it. Would you rather a world we live in where you've got a World Cup final, an incident happens, it takes 8 minutes to get the right result, and that right result is a penalty, right?
Yeah, about 8 minutes.
Okay, or we don't have the 8-minute wait, but the wrong decision.
But no, that's why VAR's got to be better.
So that's what I'm asking you. Is it all about whether or not ultimately we get the right decision?
I think the more that you've got more chance. I mean, look, we all have opinions on how VAR is operated. Subjectively, so a couple of handballs happen, right? A couple of in quick succession. Chelsea,
yeah.
Right? They deemed that not to be a deliberate use of the arm. That some other referee might have looked on VAR and gone, look at this, right? Look at this. The subjectivity of it, I think we can all accept. The one person's opinion, that's how it is. When you see sort of that, tidy it up quickly. 8 minutes is unacceptable.
Okay. Let's take your call, shall we? How damaging has VAR been for referees? And has the weekend without it proved we need it? 03717 223344, dial that number. Yeah, you know what's coming. You can have your say next, live on Drive and talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, and the fun boy of London town, Jason Cundy.
Thomas Tuchel signing a contract? Is it because of the fact that the FA were concerned he was going to go somewhere else?
Listen, I think it is. You know, I certainly think he was on Manchester United's list. Who knows? Maybe he would have been on Tottenham's list as well. And I think that's why they had to get this done, because what you don't want, if you're the FA, and if you're an England fan, you don't want Thomas Tuchel going into the World Cup with constant speculation that he could be leaving for a Premier League club job at the end of the tournament. I think getting that out of the way, he can focus on the job in hand. I don't think England will win the World Cup. I think there's a lot that counts against England winning this World Cup.
What happens if we lose in the quarterfinals? Does he continue as England manager?
I think I don't think we should underestimate if he gets to the quarterfinal of a World Cup. When you go back pre-Gareth Southgate, which is your argument, we'd have bitten your hand off at the quarterfinal of a World Cup.
You're going to defend me on that?
No, I'll defend you because I think Gareth Southgate should have won a European Championship. I think they should have beaten Italy in that final. However, pre-Gareth Southgate, England didn't get to quarterfinals and finals at European Championships. So I don't, and it's a tough draw, by the way. You talk about draws. I was there when the draw was made in Washington. England have got to take out some big hitters to get to a quarterfinal.
So where does he have to get to keep his job done?
I think the quarterfinal is par. I think anything beyond that is
success. Do you
agree?
The likelihood is that they're going to have to go to Mexico and play Mexico in Mexico City, which is going to be a difficult thing to do, although Mexico traditionally don't ever go any further than the last 16 of the World Cup. Then their quarterfinal, if everything goes to plan, which it never does, so it won't be this, is supposed to be Brazil in Miami.
Oh, it's very hot, isn't it, in Miami?
It's more likely that might happen.
But if England lose to Carlo Ancelotti's Brazil in a quarterfinal, are you going to say that's failure?
Well, I do look at Brazil's squad of players and our squad of players. I'll say we've got a better squad of players.
Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, the superstar that is Jason Cundy is alongside me. Still to come, Cundy will let us know what he's serving up this tea time takeaway. You excited about that?
Very excited, mate.
When you make tea?
I don't make tea. I don't drink tea. I drink coffee, I don't drink tea.
When was the last cup of tea you had?
Oh. 8, I can't remember.
Go on, roughly. I'll make you a cup of tea in today's show.
Why?
Because I want you to have a cup of tea. Because you're missing out on tea. I make great tea.
All right, I'll have a cup of tea.
All right, I'll make you a great tea. The next break I'll do it for you,
Fine.
all right?
Okay.
Just quickly, Napoli have open talks with Scott McTominay, excuse me, as they look to extend his contract. What a player he's been for them, by the way.
Been magnificent.
Hasn't he
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you think he'd get back into Man United's 11?
Oh, God. He was talking about where Man United were earlier this season. 100%.
Where's he play now?
Do you know where he plays?
Who doesn't play for Man United?
Oh, in the system now?
Yeah.
Or under Amorim?
No, right now.
Well, it's slightly different now, isn't it, the midfield?
Because you've got two holders, right? You've got Cobby and Casemiro.
Yeah. I mean, there must have been moments last season where a lot of Man United fans saw what McTominay was doing and thinking, even last season. Even
Rasmus, to be fair, right?
Yeah, it's he's still your player.
Yeah.
Is there a chance he'll come back, or is that?
He's on loan, right?
Yeah, I know, but Jackson's on loan to Bayern Munich, and he's coming back, but he won't stay at Chelsea.
No, I know, but we can bring him back once that loan period's up. He comes back.
I know, but do you think that's a door that will be opened?
I don't know. I don't know. Under a different manager, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Former Premier League ref Chris Foy joined the Breakfast Show this morning. He defended the PGMOL boss Howard Webb after a poor weekend of officials.
I work with Howard domestically and I work with him internationally, and he's been
been in PGMOL now, I think, for 2.5 seasons, possibly coming up to 3. Knowing him as I do, I don't know anybody that works as hard. He's totally committed to what he does. He goes above and beyond. He's tireless. He just doesn't stop.
We'll take your call, shall we? What do you make of the refereeing that we've seen over, well, not just the weekend, but I suppose the season so far? Has it improved? Has it got worse? 03717223334. Scott is a West Ham fan. I was going to say happy hammer. I suppose he's getting happier as a West Ham fan. Hello, Scott.
Scotty.
Good evening, Andy. Good evening, James.
Hello, matey.
I'm good, man. How are you today?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Very well. And yeah, happier hammer is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Firstly, though, I just want to say up the Silkman, because I live in Macclesfield now, so come on, Macclesfield. Wish all the best tonight.
Yeah.
So you wish them the best. Anyway, I'm going to start with one positive of VAR. Not many people do positives.
Okay.
When you're the fan that's conceded a goal, and you see it come up VAR check.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's when you sit there and go, like with Chelsea against you last week, a couple of weeks ago, Jace. Your first 2 goals come up, and we're like, come on. Right?
Yeah,
so
there
that's
is
a
that.
good tick.
There is that.
Right? That's an absolute positive, without a doubt, for the home or away fan that sits there and sees that come up.
And they can, and sometimes they cheer. You know, they get not quite as much as a goal, but there is a big ripple of cheers around the stadium.
There's that hope.
Yes.
There's that hope that there's that handball. There's that hope that it's offside, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a very big positive for it. But when you're the team that's conceded, but it goes against everything else when you're the team that scored, right? It's the complete polar opposite. You're like, oh my good God, no, like please, we need this goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. But then let's be perfectly honest. The actual fact of the matter is the refereeing standards have got poorer and poorer and poorer and poorer. So when you
Can I ask, Scott, have they, or are they the same?
Yeah, but look, no, they've got poorer. Well, listen. So if you look at so 2 things again, right, about this example on Saturday with Dania, yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at that, so first and foremost, if Dania was standing on the edge of the box and he handled it, and that's not clear and obvious, so don't give it, right? So VAR, that's not clear and obvious. You don't sit there and try and find out where he is and do all this stuff and take ages. But the position he was bloody clear and obvious, so that should only take 10 seconds.
Well, the referee's got to see that. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, he has to see
He's got to see that.
There's you're right, there's no excuse.
There's no excuse for it.
I mean, it is so obvious.
Yeah.
Even when he jumps up, and he spins around, he lands in the box.
Yeah, I don't think he ever leaves the box.
No.
I don't think he ever walks
No, he's still there now. Kevin's a Leeds fan. He's up next. Hi, Kev.
Hi, lads. You all right?
Not
good, man. Are you all right? You well?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Yeah.
Good
to talk to you.
Likewise.
Just three quick things, if I can.
Of course you can.
First of all, it gets overlooked when the pundits and people like yourself discuss VAR, but basically it was brought in because the clubs wanted it and the officials. So that's the first thing. And just because things don't go sort of hunky-dory all the time, I think that's when we get a little bit of a kickback. But anyway, moving on, I've actually been saying to me pals, and I'm pro VAR and always have been, I've said what they should do in the Premier League for one weekend is take VAR off and then sit in the studios like you do in your Sky, TNT, Match of the Day, scrutinise every single game like you do with VAR, and it will be absolute carnage. And actually what's happened at the weekend with Aston Villa and Newcastle, that's just basically identified what would happen if you had a weekend where it wasn't on now. In my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to. I take his point of what he's trying to. He's trying to drive at. But
VAR this weekend.
Yeah, it's basically
exactly the same.
Yeah, it's basically the look. VAR is not perfect. It can get better, and we need the best version of it.
But it's still better with it. You're going to get more right than wrong decisions with VAR.
The subjective ones, that you can take them. It's the black and white ones.
Yeah.
Is he in the box? Is he outside the box?
Okay.
Yeah.
Still to come, Cundy's going to let us know what he's serving up in his tea time takeaway. We'll talk boxing in just a moment as well. But first, it's time for No Googling. We've been talking about referees. We want to know who is the English player to be caught offside the most times in Premier League history.
English player.
He's going to be an attacker, obviously. Yeah. The answer to that and boxing chat coming up right after I've made Jason Cundy his first cup of tea in 19 years.
You know, when you walk into Tottenham, what you see everywhere is to dare is to do. It's everywhere. And yet their actions are almost the antithesis of that. Right. It's a real curious in terms of understanding what are they trying to build? You know, what are they? Is it... There's obviously, they've built an unbelievable stadium, unbelievable training facilities. But when you look at the expenditure, particularly, you know, in their wages structure, they're not a big club. I saw that because when we were trying to sign players, we weren't in the market for those players.
I was stunned. I was absolutely... I thought it was disgraceful.
Did you?
I thought, honestly, I couldn't believe what I was listening to. The club have given him £7 million. He's blaming everyone but himself.
No, we got him a trophy.
Yes, but for his sacking, he's blaming everyone. But when I sat down on the day of the final, Daniel Levy comes up to me and goes, I've been in 8 semi-finals and final. We all laughed.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? That's his fault.
I don't want to know that. That should be private.
No.
He's giving you... Honestly, he didn't blame himself. Did he ever say, I wasn't that good?
No. No, but
let me tell you now, if you're listening, Ange, I know you won't, but if you're listening, the reason you were the worst Spurs manager in 50 years.
Most successful in the last 20.
And the reason you got the
Is he the most successful in the last 20?
Yeah, but I've already told you why, right?
No, but is he?
Not in the league, no. All I'm saying is league.
When they look back, though, they'll go, and you were successful.
No, because okay, before him, who's the last manager to win something?
Juan de Ramos.
That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you're a good manager. The last two have been appalling. The last two have been appalling. But let me tell you now, right? The reason he got sacked by Spurs, the reason he got sacked after 39 days at Forest was because he's not a very good manager. And he never looked at himself once. He never blamed himself once. It was never his fault.
Cricket balls are red, baseballs are white, American footballs are brown, and tennis balls are yellow. We don't even think about it really, but the story behind the tennis ball is actually quite interesting and even involves Sir David Attenborough. I know, here's the tale. Tennis has its roots in 12th century France when people used to make balls from all sorts. Cork, wool, chalk, animal fur and even human hair. Uniformity was found centuries later when people started making balls out of something called vulcanized rubber, invented in the US. But the balls kept on breaking, so a British lawyer, who also loved tennis, suggested they put a flannel covering on the outside, and thus the tennis ball as we know it was born. One problem, it was either white or black. And when the controller of BBC Two, Sir David Attenborough, decided Wimbledon would be shown in colour on the BBC in 1967, no one could actually see the balls on telly. So the International Tennis Federation went away and created a new colour called Optic Yellow, which would show up without the need for a 4K LED display. Not that anyone had that in the 1960s, of course. Since then, all tennis balls have been covered in that material and have their trademark colour for that exact reason. Amateur tennis players and dogs worldwide are forever grateful. You could say the ITF aced it.
This is Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, Jason Cundy, alongside. Before the break, I asked a question: who's the English player to be caught offside the most times in Premier League history? Give me a clue. Play for Spurs, play for Sunderland, play for West Ham. Can't remember his other clubs. West Ham, Spurs, Sunderland.
West Ham,
England.
No, come.
Jermaine Defoe.
Oh, God, yeah, okay.
Only Emmanuel Adebayo has been caught offside more times.
Right, okay.
Just quickly before we move on, I've made you
have made me a cup of tea.
Now, I pride myself on making great tea.
Okay.
A lot of people ask me what my secret is. One of them, Yorkshire tea. Has to be Yorkshire tea bag.
Right.
I'll put that in.
Okay.
Second one.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
They don't grow tea in Yorkshire.
That's a great question. That's
Right.
a great question.
How come they don't
That's
get
an
that?
unbelievable question. I don't know. Maybe they do.
No, they definitely don't.
Oh, definitely.
They definitely don't grow tea in Yorkshire.
I think they might do. Well, why is it called Yorkshire tea?
That's the question. Why is it called Yorkshire tea?
I would imagine it's grown in Yorkshire.
I'll have to, okay, I need evidence.
Maybe it's packed in Yorkshire.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
You
I
can't
don't
steal
know.
it. You can't pack it.
They would buy it in.
Yeah.
Right. So if I bought a load of tea from like China, and I packed it in my house, I could put out Goldstein's tea, couldn't I? I've packed it.
No, it's not. It's from a plate. You can call it Goldstein's tea, but you can't call it Yorkshire's tea. It's.
We'll have this chat in a minute.
Okay.
Right. Do you want to have a little sip of it?
Oh, yeah.
Go on,
First question.
Yeah.
Why is it only half full?
That's the way I always make tea. I mean, it's too much. It's too much.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
it's quite strong. First cup of tea in how long? About 20 years.
Oh, it smells good.
Go and have a look. Have a go.
How many tea bags?
Well, only one, mate. I'll leave it in a stir tea bag. What do you think?
Fine.
Good cup of tea, that is.
Fine, mate.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, no complaints.
A reminder, we're going to bring you the draw for the 5th round of the FA Cup live on today's show in about an hour's time. But now we're going to turn our attention to a bit of boxing because the press conference for April's fight between Tyson Fury and Makhmudov has been taking place at Tottenham Hotspur's Stadium. We can head over there now. It's been a quiet afternoon, I'm led to believe. Let's speak to talkSPORT's boxing pundits, Gareth A. Davis and the wonderful Spencer Oliver. Boys, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, legends.
Yes, it's lovely to see you both. I've seen lots of bits and pieces on social media. Bizarrely, none of them feature either of the boxers I've talked about, but they do feature one of the boxers' dad. Tell me what's been happening this afternoon.
Well, there was a lot of drama with John Fury kicking off about 20 minutes before the press conference here at Spurs. John Fury saw Carl Froch and the red mist descended and he kicked off for about 20 minutes and ended up sitting on the dais at the beginning of the press conference. It's all out there to see. He gets very passionate and very intense on these occasions. We've seen it before when Tommy Fury was fighting. We saw the headbutt in Riyadh when he fought Usyk the first time. Drama.
Spence,
yeah, it spiced it up a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, go on, carry on, Spence, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I was saying, guys, sorry, yeah, it spiced it up a little bit. I think it was a little bit subdued before that. Big John Fury burst through the doors and livened things up, and it went from strength to strength, if I'm totally honest. Tyson Fury was also brilliant in the press conference as well. We've missed big Tyson Fury for sure.
Yeah, look, it's all about him. How's he looking?
He looks fantastic. He's, as we know, he's been training in Thailand. He's going back there tonight. Right. He's only come over for the press conference. He loves, as he said in the press conference, what's wrong with waking up in 30-degree heat in the sun? I want to be back. As he says, he believes that the heavyweight division has missed something without him in the last 15 months. And he said he's bringing everything back with him.
Yeah, I think he has. They have missed something as well, guys. You know, I think that Tyson Fury's been a massive part of this heavyweight division for the last decade or so now. You know, very charismatic, a very big character. And I think that, you know, him coming back, you know, the motivation and the reasons for him coming back were quite phenomenal as well. He talked about that today with Anthony Joshua and the tragic circumstances that Anthony Joshua went through over that Christmas period. He said, you know what? You know, you live for today. You know, there is no tomorrow. He used that line from the Rocky movie as well. And he said, you know, and it just made me realise that I need to get back in the ring. I know that boxing does for me. I know what the motivation is, and that's strong motivation to get back in the ring for sure.
If people are watching on YouTube, they can see that behind you, of course, you are at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which is where the fight's going to be, which is quite bizarre because that means on the night we will get a winner there, which Tottenham fans haven't heard for a long, long time. But who will it be? We saw Makhmedov against Dave Allen a few months ago. I think that was October. And listen, he looked. I mean, it was a wonderful fight, and I'm a big fan of Dave Allen. But of course, they definitely got the result of that one right. How much of a test is this going to be for Tyson Fury, do you think, on the night?
It's a potential banana skin, Andy, given that Fury's coming up 38. He's been away for 15 months. But stylistically, I don't know if Spence agrees with me on this, Makhmedov comes forward, lets his hands go. So stylistically, it should suit Fury to dismantle him and stop him, in my view, between 6 and 9 rounds. And I think we'll have a big, full stadium here again. One of the best stadiums, if not the best stadium for boxing in the country. 5th time here, I think Fury gets it done.
Yeah, I think Fury gets it done. But Makhmedov is a live opponent. 19 of his 21 victories have come inside the distance. 13 of those have come inside the first round, and we see, he's very active still, and that's an important thing. Tyson Fury will have been out of the ring for the best part of 18 months, and we don't know what that layoff's taken, will have affected him at all. You look at that at 37 years of age, you go, the wheels can come off at any given time, and I think for Tyson Fury, the motivation and the reasons for picking Arslanbek Makhmedov is because he wants to see if he's still got it at that very top level. And this is the perfect opponent. This ain't an easy touch for a comeback fight for sure.
And what afterwards for Fury? Where are his eyes set? Is he? I mean, it's difficult to say without seeing the fight, but is he still one of the main players in the heavyweight division?
Oh, absolutely. Behind all of this, look, the fight's on Netflix. Turki Al-Sheikh is putting in big money behind this. Turki Al-Sheikh started the division rolling again. He got the undisputed title. We know what happened twice to Fury and Usyk, and we know what Usyk did here, by the way, against Anthony Joshua to take those 3 belts 4 years ago. Here's the thing that's happening right now. Turki Al-Sheikh's got involved again. The giant app Netflix is involved behind the scenes, and I know we have to give him some abeyance at the moment for Anthony Joshua because he hasn't made his decision yet. But believe me, those fights are already made. This is a banana skin in the way of Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua happening late this summer or early next year. It's all in play for Usyk, for Fury and for Joshua.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's very important, guys, that we've got these big characters still hanging around and still wanting to box, like Tyson Fury. We've got Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois. That's been announced for May the 9th. The heavyweight landscape has been very slow to start of this year, but it's now started to move, and we're getting these fights that are announced. Even the fun fight on April the 4th, Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder. It's great for boxing that these big characters are still fighting, and we're getting the big heavyweight fights that we've been craving for a while.
Spence, last one to you. It looks like you're in the away end there at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I noticed you got a Stone Island top on as well. Do you think it was going off this afternoon?
Well, you never know, mate, do you? I mean, I think it's just great that we've got our new manager here now, Igor Tudor. I think that's very good, and I think we can bounce back here, guys. I'm a big Tottenham fan, and I don't think Thomas Frank was ever right for us, and I'm just so happy that Igor is going to pull us back in there. Come on, Igor.
Spence, I just hope after Sunday's North London derby it's not Igor chewed up. That's what I hope it's not. Thanks for coming on, Spence. We'll see you soon, man.
Cheers, boys.
And you, Gareth. Thanks, pal.
Cheers, boys.
There you go, the best two in the business in the boxing world. Wonderful. Gareth A. Davis and Spencer Oliver. Right, time now for this.
How you doing? It's Darren Bates. Takeaway. Can I take your order, please?
Get my hands, marinate all up in the thing. I like my medium well. Ginger beer, oil over it. Get my brush thing, get it all over it. It better be Heinz. If it's not Heinz, honestly, I'll lose it.
I'm Darren Ben, and this is my tea time takeaway.
How's your tea? You still drinking?
No, it's good, mate. It's fine. Yeah. I still want to know where the tea's going in Yorkshire.
Yeah, we'll find that out. We'll find out if anyone working for Yorkshire Tea knows the answer, or if anyone knows, let me know. Right, time now for Bennett's Tea Time Takeaway, where every week 100 Club FCU, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Pele at Portland Road man, Jason Cundy, serves up his 5 key takeaways from the weekend's action. Cundy's standing in. I've just said that. Cundy, what are you serving up today?
OK, should Liam Delap lead the line for Chelsea?
It's a good question. Let's hear from the Chelsea gaffer, Liam Rosenior, speaking after that away win at Hull. And he said that he was proud of Liam Delap after a hat-trick of assists.
Selfless. When you're number 9 up there on your own at times, you have to be the one that clears space for others and brings others into play. I thought Liam was excellent tonight. I've got 2 outstanding strikers in Zhao and Liam, and they're fighting for that place. But at the moment, I'm just happy with the whole squad. And I felt Liam's performance summed that up this evening.
Listen, wonderful to get a hat-trick of assists, but your job as a striker, and number 9 is to score a hat-trick of goals.
Yep.
That's what's lacking at the moment. You're a Chelsea fan. What do you make of Liam Delap?
Well, he's been a bit unfortunate with some of the injuries that he's had, and he's also playing second fiddle, and rightly so, to Zhao, who has been magnificent for us up top. He really has. His game has changed. His game has developed. What I liked about Liam Delap's second half performance in particular was that he looked a little bit like the Liam I saw at Ipswich. You know, taking players on down the outside, making things happen. And he'd done that at Ipswich more. He has struggled a little bit.
Why has he struggled? The club's big, right?
Yeah, there's been... But see, the way teams set up will be different to whether you play Ipswich or you play Chelsea. And I'm not convinced that we've actually played to his strengths. He's a big lad. I think, when they play 5 at the back, and a lot of teams do this, by the way, it's difficult for him to find some space, and he is isolated a little bit. But he's definitely on a learning curve. It's a big move for him. And right now, Zhao is our number 1.
Do you think he'll stay there or go out on loan next season?
Well, if someone else comes in, and I mentioned Nicholas Jackson there, he, by all accounts, they're not going to take up the opportunity to buy him. I expect there to be another striker coming in. If that happens, then I think Liam's probably going to have to look elsewhere. I would not sell him. I'd send him out on loan.
Okay. Right, let's move on. Let's talk about Man City beating Salford by 2-0. We can hear from the City goalkeeper James Trafford speaking to the media after a rare appearance. He was asked if he enjoyed the opportunity.
It wasn't what I expected coming into the season, and I tried to guard against this situation happening, but it's the reality, and I know every time I play that I've got to give it my best shot and try and win and try and improve. So yeah, that's the current situation I'm in.
I feel very sorry for him.
Yeah, I mean, competition for places is what you must have at every big club. You have to have it. And even though he was coming and giving the gloves, and he had a couple of, I think 3 games he played at the beginning, he had a couple of games where he was
second
at fault.
second one was great.
Yeah, and I don't know whether that influenced the decision to go and get Donnarumma. I believe they were still talking to Donnarumma before the Club World Cup. That's what it is. It's how it is.
I know, but he would have moved to Man City thinking he's going to be number 1 and he's got a chance to go to the World Cup.
Yeah, but Man City, that's... Well, he has to be better then, or come on loan.
No, but if Donnarumma's coming, you've got one of the best kickers.
I felt there's a yes. But you want the best.
Okay, let me ask you this: your goalkeeper always comes under the spotlight.
He's had a good season actually this year.
Well, he's had a better season.
Yeah.
Would you rather have James Trafford or Robert Sanchez?
I think I'd go with Sanchez.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been good this season. He's been one.
He has made some bangers still.
Not.
He made one about 2 weeks ago. I can't remember who it was against him.
Not many, mate. He hasn't made many this season. Last season, the main problem he had was where Maresca kept saying to him, play out from the back.
I know, yeah, that wasn't his strength.
That's not his strength.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Do you think most Chelsea fans are happy with him now?
Yeah, I think vast majority are.
Okay.
He does have a rick in him. He has got still rick in him, but he's been very good for us.
Okay. Burnley lost at home by 2-1 against Mansfield. 9 points from safety in the league. Now knocked out the FA Cup by League One Mansfield. Should Scotty Parker be worried about his job, do you think?
There's no audio.
No, it's no audio, no. I thought if I get through that without mentioning no audio, you wouldn't go, no audio.
Wait for some audio.
Right? Can I just give you some advice?
Go on.
I fly the plane. Okay. Just give out the sandwiches, all right?
Should he be worried for his job? Yeah, I think he should be. The fact that he brought them up last season, done a really good job. Defensive, they were outstanding last season in the Championship. When you come up and you mix him with totally different league, he has struggled. I don't think it's solely down to him, but the fact you're beaten at home at the weekend by a lower league team, that's not going to go down well.
And also, it was the only cup upset, I think I'm right in saying, over the weekend. I looked at all the fixtures and I actually thought to myself, genuinely, I had this conversation with a mate of mine in the pub, I can't see an upset this weekend. So I got that wrong, but there was only one.
Yeah, you don't want to be that one.
No, you don't. But is that a worry for the FA Cup that we're now starting to, even in the early rounds of the FA Cup?
I think we've seen enough drama already in the FA Cup. Sometimes you get rounds like that. The further you go through, the stronger teams should be. We've had some, I think this FA Cup's been good this year.
Okay.
There's been a number of upsets.
We have the draw, by the way, for the 5th round of the FA Cup in our show in about 40 minutes, so stick around for that and stick around for the best bits of talkSPORT, because that, my friends, is coming up right after this.
Liam de back.
is Szoboszlai up with a Gerrard standard? I'd love to know what Liverpool fans thought, because I think but him and Gerrard, there ain't a lot in it. I mean, Steven Gerrard at 25, 26 was amazing. He dragged the team, a bit like Szoboszlai has done this season, but Liverpool did win the Champions League in 2005. And look, an outstanding, if not the best ever Liverpool midfielder. But I wondered how close Szoboszlai was to Gerrard. I'd just love to know if there's Liverpool fans out there who would go, do you know what? Or no, he's not, you know. Because I think they're pretty close.
Never mind Liverpool fans out there who say, no, he's not. Yeah, there are some presenters here who said, no, he's not. The thing for me, Coisty, is that he would have to do it over a heck of a lot longer period to ever be compared to Steven Gerrard.
Listen, I've got to say to you, Jeff, I've written down 4 words here. Big Cass, there's a line, then I've put calm down. I've just put calm down after it. Szoboszlai probably has been the pick of the bunch of Liverpool players, perhaps this season.
Yeah, I think he has.
Yeah, I think he's been terrific. You could look at key moments, for example, his goal, a free kick against Arsenal, out of this world. Even his goal in the defeat at home to Manchester City, out of this world. His goal at the weekend was absolutely fabulous, Jeff. It really was, mate. I spoke to you about it. Overlap, Kerkez allows Gakpo to come inside. Switch of plays, magnificent. One touch from Salah, the hit. It was just a beautiful goal.
talkSPORT, it's me, Andy Goldstein. Fun boy like town. Jason Cundy is still to come ring the draw for the 5th round of the FA Cup in about 40 minutes' time. Maybe less. They went early last time, actually, didn't they? Just quickly, Chelsea are interested in signing Nottingham Forest defender Murillo this summer. Wigan have appointed Gary Caldwell as head coach for the second time. But the waiting is over. It's time now for this. Have you turned the heating up in here?
No, I haven't touched it.
Very warm.
No, I don't like it all, do I?
No. Me neither. Time for the best bits of talkSPORT. This is where we run you through some of the recent items from across talkSPORT and our sister stations. Never really our sister stations, just us. Let's kick things off with this afternoon. So good work, Jack. This is up to date. Hawksby and Jacob show. And he wasn't quite giving Paul his full attention.
I've gone grok mad, grok animation.
I know you have, yeah. I mean, the trouble is you are that sort of person, you know. You're suddenly all your doodling that you do during. A few listeners said to me, Andy's often looking down when I've watched on TV. What's he doing? Well, he's doodling, isn't he? You doodle. Is that how you?
I forget it's on TV. I always like to think of it as a radio program. I do apologise.
That'll teach you. Well, it's always nice to watch a man drawing on hearts.
Look up.
You actually doodle quite a lot.
I do.
What are you doodling at the moment? Where's your last doodle sheet?
Just hearts. I just do hearts like
all
that.
the time.
Look at that.
What am I looking at? Oh my God, that's so weird. Why heart? I mean, you're in love.
I don't know.
You're in love with the job.
Something like that.
Do you forget you're on TV because we're on TV now?
Yeah, you do forget.
Do you?
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I don't know how you can. There's monitors everywhere.
I know.
And there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's lights shining in your face. How are you forgetting?
I don't know, but I don't think I'm on TV. Although
you know what?
You do a radio show with cameras.
You know what? Because you're not a pro. I'm a pro, so I remember. How long do you think you could sit with your hands by your side, completely silent and still? I don't even think you need to ask that question, Jack. How long could you sit still for? You
Forget
just
that.
scratch your face.
I enjoy moving.
Now you touch it. I'll commentate on what Jay's doing, right?
I enjoy moving. I like it.
He hasn't moved yet. He's moved back.
I know. I find it very difficult just to sit still.
Have you ever filmed yourself? Genuine question. Asleep. See what happens.
No, but I know that I will.
I reckon if I filmed you asleep, you would be tossing all night long.
Well, the lucky Mrs. C sometimes has to get out of bed because I'm just wiggling in my sleep. She goes to the spare room.
Lucky boy. Paul and Andy back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. More doodling. I haven't finished yet.
Oh.
The best bits of the show. Check out 21 Minutes to Go. Their brand new podcast. Yeah.
Now at the weekend breakfast, Shabana Hearn and Toney Cashgreen. Have a listen to this and try and work out what's going on here.
Stick his tongue out. I'm like, we're meant to be. Somebody's dying in space, and you love someone. Why is your tongue hanging out your gub?
Can you touch your nose with your tongue? Do you want to?
Oh my God, you can do it. Ugh. Do it again for the cameras. You're watching on smart TV. Yeah.
How's that?
Do you remember back in the day there was like gurning competition? They put like a tie around your neck and they go.
Yeah.
Remember that? That was a thing on ITV, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think people took their teeth out and it gave them extra gummage.
Yeah.
Yeah, not. Don't want to touch your nose with your tongue, do you? Where's the strangest place you put your tongue?
I once put my tongue in a dike.
What do you mean?
You know, in the where all the water comes out.
Yeah.
Great story.
What's your best facial?
Oh, come on,
feature?
Joe! Why have you dumped that? It's an unbelievable gag. Why have you dumped that? I mean, I could get away with that.
No, I don't know, mate.
I could get away with that. There's a double meaning there. I was absolutely fine with that.
I'm not.
You should get management in when I've got crackers like that.
Yeah.
Go on.
Not convinced, mate.
Go on.
What's your best facial feature?
Is my hair part of my face? Where's your face stop?
Well, your face.
Where's your face stop?
Your face stops. I don't know.
Well, hair then.
No, that's your head.
Where's my face stop?
I don't know where your face stopped, but your hair's on top of your head, not on top of your face. I don't know where your face stops.
I don't think your face stops.
I think your face stops at your eyebrows.
So is your forehead not part of your face?
No, it's got its own name, isn't it?
No.
It's got its own name. Forehead.
Yeah, but eyes.
Okay, watch this, right?
This don't work on radio.
Touch my face, touching my...
Forehead.
Yeah, it's not facing it.
You're touching your nose. You just give me another word.
The nose is part.
No.
It's on the face.
No.
Your forehead's not on your face.
It is.
Your forehead, is it on your face?
All right, let me ask you this. You see a crime, police sit down with you and go, artist is here, give me a little...
Yeah.
I want you to describe his face.
Yeah.
Would you go up to the eyebrows or would you do the forehead?
I would do the forehead.
There you go, part of his face.
I would do the forehead, but then they would also ask me to do his hair.
Yes, they would, but I wasn't talking about that.
Where's your hair go?
Right, but
is his hair on top of his face?
Would you talk about the forehead to the artist?
Yeah. But then...
Part of the face?
Yeah, I'm not convinced. Right. I'm not convinced, mate.
You got another question?
Have I? That's it? What do people think of your nose?
That's not the question.
Well, I've just made one up.
I've talked about my nose before. I've got a Roman nose.
Yeah.
Here's something for you.
Yeah.
I went to see I had something on my throat, so he stuck a camera down it.
Yeah.
He says my nose is broken. And I went, that's absolute garbage. And he said, well, maybe when you were 3, you broke it, you don't remember it.
Really? Got a whack on the old...
Yeah. And the mooey. Shaban and Toney are back every Saturday and Sunday at 6 a.m. Let's finish with 21 minutes to go.
Yeah.
The brand new podcast with me and Cundy. This week we discuss... this is great. This is us discussing the origin of the phrase, Bob's your uncle.
So I reckon you walk in... Yes. And you see your mate... And you see your mate, as you walk in and see your mate... What's his name? Bob.
Yeah.
So to me, your uncle.
Right.
I say, can I meet your nephew?
Right, so you meet, what's his nephew called?
His nephew's called Phil.
Yeah, and you say Phil, nephew.
What's your uncle?
Yeah.
Not quite sure what happened to the sound there, but
Yeah,
it's better than that when you download it.
What's
What's your favourite phrase of all time?
Favourite phrase?
Is that it?
I know, mate.
I thought that was it.
No.
Top 3 Bobs. I'll take Robert.
Bob Monkhouse.
Yeah.
Bobby Brown. And Bobcat.
Bobcat?
Bobcat. Was it Bobcat? It was
Top Cat.
Top Cat. Was he called Bobcat after
No,
it?
Top Cat
Yeah.
and Boss Cat.
Boss Cat.
But never Bobcat.
What is a bobcat? I think it's actually a cat, isn't it?
A cat. It's a cat, like a cat that's like hasn't really got a home.
Is that bobcat?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it not like a
Or is that
smaller
a,
than
no,
a
it's a
tiger?
lion, isn't it?
Is it smaller than a tiger?
Yeah, I
or
think it
something?
is smaller than a tiger. It's a bobcat.
Yeah.
I'll give you that if you want. Bobcat.
Bobcat. There you
go. A reminder, you can get 21 minutes to go wherever you get your podcasts. A new episode drops every Monday and Thursday, meaning a new one came out today. More from me and he right after this.
But Forest fans, in comes Vitor Pereira. Is he the right choice? And Thomas Frank has gone. In comes Igor Tudor. So Frank for Tudor, Deitch for Pereira. Do those pivots give you more or less confidence of Premier League survival? Basically, that's what it comes down to, isn't it? Because you do not want to drop down to the Championship. 03717 2233 44. Danny, big Forest fan. Good morning, Danny. What about it? Vitor Pereira. And where are you, Danny, with your owner, Evangelos Marinakis? What is he about?
Good morning, guys. Thanks for letting me on.
Morning.
Yeah, I think the thing with Marinakis is that if he makes a mistake, he corrects it. I mean, we could talk about a lot of clubs in the past, Man United being one, Tottenham in some circumstances, when they basically hammer the manager, but nothing's done about it. Mr. Marinakis has basically taken a club from Championship, took them into the Premier. A bit soon, but he got them into Europe as well. And in respect to his actions of firing Nuno basically did that himself. You can't do your washing outside and expect no consequences.
Yeah.
Then you get Ange coming in, which was the big Ange show, and he was the same at Tottenham. It's all about him. When he was getting press conferences about the next game, all he was talking about was him. You could argue a lot of that's down to the media and pushing him. And then you get Sean Dyche in, who's got links with Forest. I get all of that. But he was just, he wasn't performing. You can argue with the stats, and if we'd have kept him, he might have kept us up, etc., etc. But the most important thing which has been hammered is the fact that we need to stay in the Premier.
Let's be honest, we've all found ourselves raging at a referee's decision at some stage. This feel familiar?
That is an absolutely shocking decision.
They've got a case in that it was a bad decision.
It's such a poor decision.
Yeah, I think he's just made a bad decision in that instance.
But what does it take to get to the very top of football refereeing? Every referee starts with their county FA. It's a simple training course and you can take it as soon as you hit your 14th birthday. Once you've done that, you have to go through at least 11 hours of face-to-face training. You'll then graduate as a Level 7 official, which means you can take charge of county-level games. But hold your horses, there's still a long way to go to get to the Premier League. Your next step is to spend a year each at Levels 6, 5 and 4. This covers the top of the amateur game. Only at Level 3 do you start doing Northern Counties or Isthmian League level games, for example. If you've done this all quickly, you can reach Level 2 and ref your first National League match after, I don't know, 6 years? After getting enough experience at that level, you can apply to be a referee in the EFL. There's an interview, people watching you do games, and then, if the EFL are happy, you'll be granted a Level 1 licence to ref in games in League 2 and above. Now, they don't just say on you go to the Premier League, you have to work your way up through the divisions. Only after years of hard work and refereeing on cold Tuesday nights in Stoke can you be considered to do matches in some of Europe's very best stadiums. Now, who was the youngest to reach the very top? It was actually Michael Oliver. He reffed his first Premier League match in 2010 at the tender age of just 25. So if you want to follow in his footsteps, crack on. It'll only take you roughly a decade, thousands of hours of work and an incredibly thick skin. In total, there are 37,000 registered referees across England, but the PGMOL has only deemed 21 good enough for the top flight. That means there's not even a 1 in 1,000 chance you'll even make it in. Obviously, referees can make mistakes, but when you think about it, having a go at them is kind of like slating a brain surgeon.
Well, Matt, last hour drive and talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein. Cundy still here.
Jason _
Cundy.
Cundy05.
That's right. Yeah. Don't bother though. He doesn't do anything with social media. Still to come and bring you the draw. All of it live for the 5th round of the FA Cup. But now Macclesfield, they host Brentford for a place in that draw. Actually, it's live right here on talkSPORT tonight.
Dawson puts his foot through to get it away. They have done it. They have done it. Macclesfield have knocked the holders out of the FA Cup.
We're thinking it'd take a miracle, but on the day, the lads were outstanding. Both of us still massive underdogs rolling into the Brentford game.
Jensen's going to go for goal and win the game with an absolute stunner.
This is what it's about. It's about fans and players, and that's ultimately what it's always been about. So fans have to get excited.
Hasn't it shown once again, the FA Cup? What a beautiful competition it is.
Yes, it is. Macclesfield, they host Brentford. It's live on talkSPORT tonight as they hope to pull off, well, the second shock.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was, well, second shock of the weekend, but to knock out Crystal Palace, the holders of the Premier League.
That's in the last round, yeah, that was huge.
It could go down as one of, if not the.
Well, I think with regards to the gap between the two sides, it's the biggest one ever.
Right.
I don't necessarily know if it's the biggest shock in FA Cup history, but it's in that conversation, yeah. We're going to bring you team news from that one as well as soon as it drops. And also the other big game tonight, which is Coventry against
We'll
bring you team news for that one. Yeah. And the draw for the 5th round of the Cup. Right, let's talk about Harry Kane. He made history over the weekend by becoming the first Englishman to reach 500 professional goals in official games. Bonkers stat. He reached the milestone with 2 goals against Werder Bremen at the weekend. Kane has already the highest scoring, or have already been the highest scoring Englishman, having passed Jimmy Greaves' record of 474 goals. That was in December. So Harry Kane now, top scoring Englishman, get this, on 500. Greaves 474. Steve Bloomer.
Bloomsy?
Do you remember Bloomer?
No, who did he play for?
I mean, you'd think that information would be in front of me. 412.
Right.
Alan Shearer 409. Dixie Dean, your boy.
What do you mean, my boy?
Chelsea boy, wasn't he? Oh, no, Everton, Dixie Dean, when he calls you. 396. Didn't he score 15 a season, or 16 a season, didn't he? Dixie Dean?
Don't know, mate.
He holds the record for goals in the season.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you find out, Joe? Dixie Dean, I think he's 60. And Wayne Rooney, 360. How much of an achievement is that by Harry Kane? 500 goals.
He's a phenomenal player. I cannot believe the disrespect that he still gets.
Sorry, Joe's confirmed 60 goals, Dixie Dean.
Well, that's some going, by the way. But
he's some going.
Yeah, some going.
Good lad, wasn't he?
I can't believe the disrespect Harry Kane still gets.
No, me neither.
He's more than just goals. He's not just a goal scorer. His all-round game. He could play as a 10. He could comfortably play as a 10. His range of passing. He scores all different types of goals. He's a phenomenal player. And people will still listen to this and phone up and say he's not world-class.
Why?
I don't know, mate.
I don't think you can deny that now.
Well, people will. People
I don't
do.
think you can. It's impossible. The guy's top of the list, 500. He got to 500 quicker than Ronaldo.
No, he's a phenomenal goal scorer. But he's not, as I said, he's not just that. He's a links play as well. His hold-up play is excellent. He can drop in, play deeper. Players an out-and-out number 9. He's just a wonderful footballer. And the argument was always going to be about Harry Kane not being world-class because he never won a major honour, right? That was how they viewed that. But now he's won the Bundesliga. I don't know whether that changes people's opinion. He has won the Golden Boot in the World Cup. Twice.
Yeah. Joint one, but
he's leading goal scorer. He could get to 100 goals for England. That's in his sights.
He's on 78. Do you know that? Joe, is it 78 goals for England, Harry Kane? Can you look at that? I'm sure it is. All these numbers rattling about.
He could get to 100.
Yeah.
He's going to go very close. I'm still amazed that people aren't having him. Honestly, he's been... When he first broke into the team in Spurs, I remember you and I watching him break in.
No, you can go back further. Do you remember Rodney Marsh in our studio?
Yeah.
And he said he'll be the first £100 million player.
Yeah,
and we laughed at him.
I do remember Rodney Marsh saying
he was linked. This is how far back we're going. He was linked with a move to Man United for £40 million, and we were saying that's an obscene amount of money.
Yes, it was back then.
And Rodney Marsh said he'll be the first £100 million player.
Well, he was nearly right.
Well, with regards to how great a player he was, he was bang on the money.
Yeah, but when he first broke into that Spurs side, Spurs were in Europe, and that's where we first came to my attention. And then he's just gone from strength. He's a brilliant footballer.
Let me ask you this: is he England's greatest ever player?
Some
people listening to this will probably shout out Wayne Rooney's name.
Well, Wayne Rooney really should have got to the number of goals that Kane did.
Yeah, but he was never always an out-and-out number 9.
No. Played white left. Yeah.
Who's a better player?
Technically, I think Wayne Rooney.
Right.
But
who's a better goal scorer?
Okay.
Is he the greatest goal scorer?
Well,
okay, hold on. Is he the best player on the planet at the moment?
He's in that conversation. There's no doubt about that. I don't see enough of him in Germany. All right, I don't watch enough Bundesliga football. It only comes to my attention.
Do you watch any, Jay? Do you watch any?
No, I don't watch any.
You don't watch any?
Okay. But when I do watch him, it's obviously either for England or playing in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But you just have to look at the numbers that he is stacking up. In his first season, I think he broke a record that Lewandowski held at Bayern Munich. I think he got to a certain number quicker. And Lewandowski's got...
41 is the record.
Right.
And he's on 26.
Well, he's going to go close there, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's going to go close again. But he's just brilliant, mate. I've always been a fan of his.
You never answered, is he England's greatest ever player? In our lifetime, like some people were going Bobby Charlton, but we don't remember that.
Well,
right?
he could be, yeah. He could be. In our lifetime.
He could be England's greatest ever player.
Yeah, he could be in our lifetime.
And he could be England's greatest ever. He's in the conversation right now for best player on the planet.
Yes. Yes. He has to be.
And yet some people still doubt.
There'll be people listening to this that will phone up and tell us he's not world class. That conversation, I don't know what they watch.
Surely if he's top of the list that includes Jimmy Greaves, let's not forget Steve Bloomer, Shearer, Dixie Dean and Wazza, right?
Yeah.
If he's top of that list, he's got more than 140 goals more than Wayne Rooney.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
He's reached 500 goals quicker than Cristiano Ronaldo reached it.
Yeah.
How can anyone...
He's racking up. The hat-tricks he scores in... I don't know whether this argument would be that German football is not as competitive as Premier League football. I don't know whether people are thinking about that argument, which there could be a case to say that. But...
You don't watch enough German football, though?
No, but the reason he's stacking up those numbers... but he was doing something similar in England, by the way.
Of course he was.
The goals he would score. And he was playing in a Spurs side. Imagine if you put him in that City side.
Yeah.
Right, the Haaland.
He would have done that.
I think he gets near Haaland's numbers. I really do.
Oh, I agree with you.
Yeah, he's.
Let me ask you this: he's 32, he'll be 33 at the end of the World Cup, right? As a Chelsea number 9, how much is he worth?
Chelsea number 9.
Yeah.
What now?
Right now, if you.
We have to buy him.
Yeah. So you're not getting any money back.
Yeah.
There's no sell on whatsoever. Are you paying 60 million for him?
I think he would. I think it'd be more than that.
I agree with you.
I think it'd be more than that. I don't think you get him a 60 million.
No, I agree with you. Yeah. How much is he going for? He's a near 33-year-old.
Yeah, his age does work against it a little bit, but he's a fit boy. Keeps him 80.
80 million.
I think 80 feels
for arguably the best player on the planet and arguably great.
But will inevitably decline. So you've got to think about that.
When he declines, we've seen it with some players before.
Yeah.
You could put him as a number 10.
Yeah, you could.
Right?
Yeah, no, you're going to get value out of him.
And then you could effectively play the quarterback role, right? He could sit like Michael Carrick used to play.
Yeah.
Because his range of passing is phenomenal. So you might not necessarily get 4 or 5 years of him being an out-and-out number 9.
You could change his position.
You're certainly going to get 4 or 5 years of wonderful service from him.
I don't know what he'd look like playing in that role, though, midfield.
Why?
Well, I think you have to have a little bit of defensive nous.
Okay.
I don't know.
Nous is an unbelievable word.
I don't know where that come from.
Nous?
I don't know where that come from.
I might use that on the podcast.
Use the word nous.
Okay.
But I think you probably have to have a bit of experience. But there is no doubting that when ball at feet, can pick out a pass.
Okay, so I'm going to ask people not to phone up and agree with us because there are hundreds upon thousands of people. But I need if you honestly don't believe he's England's greatest ever or is one of the best players on the planet at the moment, or you think he's overrated, I want you to put your case to Jason.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah. And you can't just phone up and go, I just don't think he is, because that doesn't mean anything.
No, back up your argument.
We've got facts here that suggest he is.
Yeah.
The main one being he's top of the list.
Yeah, we speak to Kevin Etchard, as you do as well. I mean, he's never seen anything quite like it, what Harry Kane's doing in German football.
If you disagree with what Jay and I are saying, 03717223344, we think Harry Kane is England's greatest ever player.
He's in that conversation. There is no doubt about it. And if someone has him at number 1, you cannot argue.
03717223344, if that's someone that wants to argue, is you.
So what can Spurs fans expect? Let's find out from someone who played under the man at Udinese. Very good morning to Al Ahly and Nigeria defender William Troost-Ekong. Morning, William.
Good morning, William. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me on.
No, thank you for coming on, mate.
Great to see you, mate.
What can Spurs fans expect from Igor then?
Well, we heard a little bit about it in the clip. We had him 2 times at Udinese. He's a manager that likes to play 3-5-2 or a variation of it, from what my experience was. Of course, attacking football. He high back line, tries to press high, can be quite direct, and he's definitely a personality. So if they need someone to shake up the place and get everyone going, then he's definitely the right person for it. So, like mentioned before, the North London derby probably the perfect game to start, and he's definitely also someone who's not intimidated by anything like that. So. A big personality, and he's going to get everyone trying to run through a brick wall. So I think that's probably been my experience with him.
Ask you, William, you mentioned he's a big personality, and you would suggest that he's going to have to be to take this job, because when you look at it, what's he going to have to do differently? Do you think, in terms of, you look at the previous coach, there's some great coaches and some fantastic managers, all the way back, Nuno, Mourinho, Big Ange, all these guys, obviously Thomas Frank. What's he going to have to do differently, do you think?
tune. Strong talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, the legend that is Jason Cundy. Benny's back tomorrow. Still to come, we'll bring you the draw for the 5th round of the FA Cup. Following us at 7, the wonderful Natalie Sawyer brings you live commentary of the final FA Cup 4th round tie as Brentford, her beloved Brentford, head to Macclesfield. A potential banana skin, maybe. Let's have a quick chat with your host and Brentford superfan, Natalie, right now. Natalie, good evening to you.
Good evening from a very wet Moss Rose up here at Macclesfield. How are you both doing?
Good.
We are good, but our team are not playing tonight. I mean, my team was knocked out the round before last, but how are you going to remain impartial tonight? How are you feeling ahead of this potential banana skin?
Well, I mean, you're saying it, aren't you? It's potential banana skin. I'd like to think they've learnt from that defeat for Crystal Palace. So I'd like to think that we aren't going to bow out, but you never know. Macclesfield certainly will be up for it, and I know I've been listening into what John Rooney, Francis Jeffers have all been talking about. The coaching staff here at Macclesfield, they are up for it. They want another shock. And listen, they deserve to beat Crystal Palace. It wasn't lucky. They were brilliant against Palace. So we have, as a Brentford fan, we have to be at it tonight, certainly.
Natalie, just think, listen, if you would have drawn Macclesfield in the 1st round, or your 3rd round, if you like, I get the feeling that Keith Andrews would have rested quite a few key players. Do you think his team selection tonight will be different, knowing, of course, they knocked out the holders in the round before, and you have to be a little bit conscious of just what could happen tonight?
Of course, that has to come into his thinking, but I don't think we'll necessarily see a full-strength Brentford team. I think we will see... I mean, he's already mentioned that Kay Furo, or one of our new summer signings, or January signing, he will be starting up front. So no Igor Thiago starting by all accounts. I don't think there'll be someone like a Jordan Henderson here, possibly, and even a Queven Kelleher, for example. But that's been standard with Keith Andrews anyway in the Cups. He's been using other team members as squads tend to do these days. So don't get me wrong, there will be some first teamers in there without a doubt, but there'll be changes too.
And I think you make a great point about learning from Crystal Palace, because Macclesfield on the day were excellent. Crystal Palace were utterly appalling, and there was no fight, there was no spirit, there was no desire, and not until they pulled it back at 2-1 did they actually show their teeth. So I think it's one of those, you need to match any team. You know, the quality for both teams is obviously going to be higher from a Premier League side, but they did match them with desire, work rate, all of the prerequisites that you absolutely need to have as a professional footballer. If they do that, then they should overcome it.
Absolutely. But what I will say of Macclesfield, and you're right, I mean, their approach to that game was to make it as uncomfortable as they possibly could for Crystal Palace. Their captain, Paul Dawson, I think within seconds, if you remember, got a bloodied head from a challenge.
That's
I mean,
right.
it just showed you right from the off how much they were up for that game. And as I say, Paul Dawson, who even scored in the game, just epitomised everything that there is to be about a captain from that performance. So yeah, they will have to be at their very best, Brentford, if they're going to get past this Macclesfield side, who are going well in National League North as well, we should say. They are in the playoff positions. They've got a few games in hand from the teams around them. They're going to be up for this one. They want another scalp. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, come on, Macclesfield. Natalie, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming on. We'll speak to you in a bit.
Cheers, Nat.
Thank you. 7 o'clock.
There you go. We will find out, by the way, who the winner of tonight's game, Macclesfield against Brentford, will be getting in the next round, the 5th round, because the draw for that is coming up in about 14, maybe 12 minutes' time, actually. And that'll be live on our show. Let's go to the phone lines. We're talking about Harry Kane. Is he up there with some of the greatest, if not the greatest English player we've ever seen? Tommy's an Everton fan. Hello, Tommy.
All right, Tom.
Morning, gents. Morning, boys.
Morning.
Where are you?
No, I feel a bit of an hypocrite, really, because I've agreed in everything you say, but the only doubt I have with Harry is the big games. Now, I think he's played in 5-6 finals. He's not to score.
Who's he played in those finals with?
England twice.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, you could argue he wasn't fit for some of those, if not all of them, for England.
Well, he don't think he was fit when Spurs played Liverpool in the Champions League.
No, I don't think he was fit in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Yeah. Sorry, the World Cup.
But when you say the big games,
I definitely agree. He is one of our best. But it's just you'd want Harry to show up in the big games and deliver what we should have won.
I mean, Thierry Henry never showed up in a big game for Arsenal.
Yeah, apparently that's a criticism here. But I think
they won the World Cup.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it's a team game.
That's the only doubt I have over Harry Kane.
Okay, but when you say big games, right, you are talking about finals. right?
Yes.
But there are other big games.
Even semis.
Yeah, I mean, there are other big games, and you're right. He hasn't done enough. I remember I felt for him when he missed that penalty against France. That was
I think that's the elite. I think that's the only thing what puts me that he is not the very, very best.
Let me give you some stats, right? Most goals ever in North London derby, 14.
They're big games, by the way.
Thierry Henry only managed 5, as did Gareth Bale. 15 goals in 29 major tournament games, including knockout stage games. Every major tournament game, arguably a big game. 48 Champions League goals in 65 games. That's the biggest stage of all for club football, right?
Yeah, I get that. But as an England fan, you'd want him to turn up for the 2 finals, and he didn't.
Has anyone turned up for England in a final?
Yeah, but when you say Harry's he should be one of them who should be. We're not on about the other 10, are we? We're not on about the other 10.
No, I know, but Thierry didn't turn up in that final where France won the World Cup, did he?
Yeah, but we're talking about Harry Kane, not him.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think he's one of the best players on the planet?
I'm not arguing. I agree.
You think the one thing that goes against him. Okay, I hear what you're saying. Darren, thanks for your call. Darren's an England fan. It says, hi, Darren.
All right, Des.
Hi, yeah. Evening, gents.
All right.
Great show as always.
Thanks, pal. Off you go.
Yeah, very similar to obviously Colin before. I mean, I was there in Moscow when we were playing Croatia. I was there at home when we were playing Italy at home in the final. And I do think if he wants to be in that bracket, he's got to win something on the world stage. I'm so proud he's an England player, and I'm glad he's in the England team. And I do think he is world class. But to be considered world class, he is going to have to do it on the world stage, and I don't think he has. Italy had 2 defenders, I think, about 38-year-old each when we played them at Wembley as well.
Are you talking about scoring here, or are you talking about putting in a performance?
I'm talking about, he's a captain of the team as well, so I'm talking about scoring. Yeah. I think Luke Shaw scored in that game. Yeah. Kieran Trippier scored in the game in Moscow, didn't he?
Darren, let me ask you this. If we get to the World Cup final and we lose 4-3 and Harry Kane scores hat-trick, is he tipped up for that game?
He'll always be a hero in my books, but what my point is, I agree with you, but I think we need to win something as a captain, and he needs to sort of lead us to do it.
Okay, all right.
So it's not about necessarily him scoring in big games, it's about him winning big games with England, right?
Yeah. He's a great goal scorer, but I do think, as I think Tim said, what got beat Italy 2-1, I think that was Luke Shaw scored that.
So let me ask you this,
Yeah.
If he goes on to beat every single goal-scoring record that exists, right, every one that he could possibly, but doesn't win a major honour with England, will you not put him in the bracket of world class?
I think you need to win. You need to win. So you need to win a World Cup. You need to win the Champions League. You need something. You need trophies as well as goals to be considered world class. I don't think goals alone make you world class.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Listen, thanks for your call, Darren.
Yep. Okay,
I understand the debate.
Yep.
I don't agree with it. But
he could win the Champions League this year, couldn't he?
Yeah. And then, of course, that might be a box ticked. Yep. Still to come, we'll bring you the draw for the 5th round of the FA Cup. That's going to be live on Drive in about 3 minutes' time. Stick around for that. Before that, it's time for No Googling. We want to know, it's to do with Harry Kane. Which team did Harry Kane score his first professional goal for? Which team did Harry Kane score his first professional goal for? No. But don't have any more guesses. Don't have... you just ruined it. You just ruined it for everyone. Apologise. You know what No Google is about. Apologise.
Sorry.
Louder. Sorry. You're a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. You just say the answer to that, but you just...
Well, no, normally Bentley cheats.
Okay. Who was it against? Don't answer it. Who's it against? How long ago? Etc. The draw for the 5th round of the FA Cup is coming up live on Drive on talkSPORT right after this.
headlines this morning. Yusuf Chamiti struck a hat-trick as Rangers pulled closer to Scottish Premier League leaders Hearts with a 4-2 win at Ibrox. He'd scored 4 in 28 for Rangers before yesterday's hat-trick. Arsenal have endured a fresh injury blow in the shape of defender Riccardo Calafiori, forced to pull out of the starting 11 minutes before their win over Wigan. Wolves and Arsenal. Wolves coming up this week for the Gunners. Manager Mikel Arteta admitted he is worried about the situation.
Yes, and especially because we are going through. Before it was the strikers, then it was the defenders, now it's the midfielders. But we are still coping with that. But yeah, we need some players back and fit, and to give us as well not only numbers, but different options in relation to the opponents that we have. So the quicker they are, the better.
We're still coping, did he say that? I mean, seriously, when it comes to injuries, Mikel and Arsenal fans shouldn't expect any sympathy whatsoever with the size of the squad they have got. You know, I know they've had some injuries, but the squad is humongous.
No, listen, I think they're North London rivals. If there's any sympathy, and I doubt there will be from opposition football fans, but if there's any sympathy for a team with injuries, I would suggest Tottenham might just be top of the list.
Yes.
If there's any getting thrown about.
Yeah, completely agree. He's not going to be pushed to name a starting 11 and a squad of internationals on the bench either, is he? Come what may.
Here are some of the best sledges in Ashes history. Let's start in 1933, Douglas Jardine versus Yabba. Jardine, the notorious captain of the Bodyline series. Yabba, some bloke in the stands who became so famous he now has a statue at the SCG. When Jardine was swatting away flies on the boundary one day, Yabba yelled, "Oi, Jardine, leave our flies alone. They're the only friends you've got." Next, Warne versus Strauss in the Edgbaston Cauldron 2005. Strauss shouted, "Come on, boys, he's struggling here," when Warne misjudged the delivery by Ashley Giles. Warne then told Strauss, "Say one more thing to me and I'll hit the next ball for 6. Strauss obliged and Warne walloped an enormous 6 over square leg. Night-night, Straussy. Bowler Jimmy Ormond dealt a stinger to Mark Waugh, brother of Steve, in 2001 when the Aussie all-rounder told him he was nowhere near good enough to play for his country. Ormond replied, "At least I'm the best cricketer in my family." Tough. Wicketkeeper Ian Healy issued one of the great lines after Steve Waugh told Ricky Ponting to field right under the nose of Nasser Hussain. Healy remarked, "That could be anywhere within a 3-mile radius." Poor Nass. And then there's Dennis Lilly on Geoffrey Boycott, who he beautifully described as a man who fell in love with himself at a young age and has remained faithful ever since.
Well, that's Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Jason Cundy. Before the break, asked the question, which team did Harry Kane score his first professional goal for? It was Orient, and it was against Sheffield Wednesday 15 years ago. Right, follow us at 7. Natalie Soy hosts live coverage of Macclesfield against Brentford in the FA Cup. Team news for that is in. Sam Outface can tell us more. Sam, good evening to you.
Very good evening to you, Andy. And yes, just 4 changes for Macclesfield from the game against Leamington in midweek. Cameron Borthwick-Jackson anchors the defence. You'll remember him from Manchester United. And the man who scored the second goal, Isaac Buckley-Ricketts, was rested in midweek, but he's back in the team tonight. The second goal in that game against Crystal Palace I'm referring to. 7 changes from Arsenal's draw against Brentford on Thursday night. Valdemarson-Pinnock, Collins, Hickey, Donovan, Furo and Nelson come into the team. There's no Thiago Kelleher or Jordan Henderson that have travelled tonight.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks for that reminder. That game is live and exclusive right here on talkSPORT. Just a quick word about that one. 7 changes Brentford have made. Is that a risk, bearing in mind what they did, their opponents did?
Well, like I said to Natalie, it's about the attitude of those players that have come in as much as anything. If they don't match Macclesfield, like Crystal Palace didn't, they're in danger of slipping up again. But, so it's a calculated risk. Let's be honest. They should win tonight, Brentford, right?
Yeah,
they should win tonight.
Easily as
right?
well. Right?
And they should win tonight. And he's picked a team. He's not stupid. He knows what happened with Crystal Palace, but they were appalling that day. Absolutely appalling. If there was no fight, no desire, no Macclesfield matched them. In fact, Macclesfield out-battled them. And as I say in football, you've got to earn the right to play. And Crystal Palace didn't.
We're going to find out who they're going to get in the next round because the draw for the 5th round of the FA Cup is just about to get underway. Let's get over there now. Joe Cole and Karen Carney are drawing the balls, and they're alongside your host, Darren Fletcher, and our very own Ali McCoist.
Artificial pitch out there. It takes you, Coley, back to the cages in Peckham all those years ago.
Not Peckham, Kentish Town. Both, Fletch. But I train with the boys, and let me tell you, it's very, very difficult to recover as a 44-year-old man. The boys were brilliant, by the way. They looked after us. You'll see some footage afterwards. I was terrible on the day, just to let you know.
Don't believe it. He's been hobbling about ever since. Right, OK. So, some of the numbers to take a look at tonight, which... the first and foremost, Macclesfield or Brentford is ball number 15. So that's the one that we're all focused on.
I think that's a big one in
here. Mansfield, who had the great win at the weekend.
Tremendous
against Burnley. They're number 9. We've got Port Vale and Bristol City at number 11. And then I suppose we should give an honourable mention to Arsenal, top of the Premier League, chasing everything. They are ball number 6. Yeah. So, are we all set? Are you ready?
All set, mate.
Ready to go. Is everybody ready in here?
Everybody ready?
Keep an eye out for ball 15. Coley,
right,
put the balls in the mixer. Here we go.
It's in the mixer.
It's in the mixer.
Well and Joe.
Right, here we go.
So, Karen,
hold on.
Go on, Coley. Are they all in?
Not yet.
Got a little assistant as well checking here.
There we go. Yeah.
Karen, you're doing the home teams. Coley, you're on the away teams.
I am.
It's time for the draw.
How are we doing it, Joe?
For the 5th round of the FA Cup.
Ready?
Flavour it up.
Come on, Karen, off we go. Right,
Let's
one
start
out.
with the first one. Number 2.
So number 2 is Fulham of the Premier League. And I'll tell you something, when we did the rehearsal earlier today, Fulham were the first ball out there as well. Yeah, so history's repeated itself.
Should have been here for that, shouldn't
I know you should.
Here we go. Away team Joe, please.
Go on, Joe.
Right, that's a semi-Rod Stewart, Joe, not a full one there.
We're not there yet. Number 4?
Number 4 is Southampton. Winners in 1976. Bobby Stokes scored the goal, if I recall.
And they wore the special strip at the weekend against Leicester to commemorate. Karen, on we go.
All right. I'll go with this one. Number 11.
So number 11, Port Vale or Bristol City. Saturday's match was postponed because of the waterlogged pitch. And they will play, Joe?
They will play. Number 3?
Number 3 are Sunderland. Okay. Another away tie for Sunderland.
I was going to body pop away, Joe. I'll save it for another day. Number 13.
So number 13, Newcastle United. 6 times winners, but not since 1955. They fancy it too, don't they? They fancy it, Joe.
There's a bit of noise, Joe. No pressure.
Number 14.
Oh, wow.
Not the one they wanted.
Oh, wow.
However, number
14th is Manchester City.
Look at Joe.
What a tie that is.
So Newcastle, Manchester
it's
City.
massive pressure here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not the first time. I've got a substitute ready to take place next time as well. Yeah, I know.
I'm not happy. Ready? Right, we'll do it again.
I like your barnet, by the way. Unbelievable.
Okay. Number 16.
So we've got either side. Number 16, Leeds United.
No?
Oh, Joe. Come on, Joe. What you got?
Number 10. Oh, number 10 is Norwich City. Flying high in the championship, doing really well on a great run.
So that's Daniel Farker back to Norwich.
That's right.
And let me tell you something else. That came out in the rehearsal this afternoon as well. Yes, it did.
The pressure's real, isn't it, Joe?
I know.
Come on then, Karen.
Right, I'll go with this one. Number 9.
Number 9, Mansfield Town, Nigel Clubs at home. Nigel Clubs
How are
at
we
home.
feeling, guys?
What a result of the weekend.
Brilliant result of the weekend. Right, ready?
Come on, Joe.
Here we go. What did that result of the weekend earn them, Joe?
It earned him number 6.
Number 6. Oh! It's a home tie against Arsenal.
Wow. There we go.
Mansfield against Arsenal.
I don't know whether Nigel will thank us for that.
Number 12.
Oh, number 12 is Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Do we want that?
Do you want Wolves? Wolves? Oh, let's get it going.
Number 1.
Oh, wow.
They are at home to Liverpool.
Oh, wow.
Winners on Saturday night, obviously, against Brighton.
So we've got 4 left.
Yes.
Wow.
We've got 4 left. We've still got Wrexham, Chelsea, West Ham, and the winners of tonight's game. Karen?
Come on,
Okay,
Cam.
here we go. I'll go with that one. Number 5.
Number 5 is Wrexham. I tell you what, this could be the battle of the television lot if this is Wrexham.
What you got? What you got? Oh.
Number 7.
Oh! Wrexham will host Chelsea. 8-time winners, Chelsea.
So the big question now then,
Yes.
Are we happy?
are the winners of Macclesfield
Here we
against
go.
Brentford tonight at home or away against West Ham?
Yes.
8.
West Ham United. And they will play.
And there we have it. Number 15.
Just for confirmation, I can exclusively reveal that it's Macclesfield or Brentford.
Yes, it is. Let's get some instant reaction from the club owner, Rob Smethurst. Rob, so you've got a Premier League team away. If you win tonight, you've got to get past a Premier League team at home again. But if you do that, the reward is West.
And that concludes the draw for the fifth round of the FA Cup. Let me just go through some of the notable fixtures there. Newcastle against Man City. What do you make of that?
A repeat of the semi-final of the Carabao Cup.
Yes, it is. How important is a home tie, do you think, in a fixture like that?
When you're playing against Man City, yes. Yeah. I mean, we've got Wrexham away.
We haven't got to that yet.
Oh, sorry.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
You want to be at home first and foremost if you can, but then if you're going to go away, you'd rather it to a lower league opposition. But Newcastle being at home against Man City, you'd rather be at home. You don't want to go to City, right?
No, of course. This gets you into the quarters, right? You win the fifth round, 6 is the quarter. So now we're starting to see, I'm guessing, the phase of the competition where you don't rest key players. I mean,
depends who you're playing. Right.
Okay, Newcastle, Man City. Do you expect both to go full strength?
I think you have to, mate.
You've got to, right?
I think you have to. Yeah.
And certainly someone like Eddie Howe's not had the best season.
No, I think you have to. If you're playing a lower league team at home, rotation I think will be part of it.
Do you think for Newcastle and Eddie Howe, where they finish in the league is almost irrelevant if they win the FA Cup?
I wouldn't say irrelevant because that's how you're really judged in your league form. I don't think that I don't think they can afford to finish 15th.
Okay,
it'll be a boat.
I don't know, mate. If they win the League Cup last year and the FA Cup this year,
it carries clout. But in terms of your bread and butter, that's all your work you have throughout the season should be find out where you are in the league. A cup's always lovely, of course it is. But I don't think Eddie Howe can afford to finish 15th.
No,
that's not a good look. But winning a cup, Might soften the blow. Might paper over a few of the cracks because their league position is terrible. Is nowhere near where they should be.
The quadruple is well and truly on. Arsenal, they're away at Mansfield.
Yeah, again, that's what you're talking about. Rotating players. That gives Arteta a great opportunity, doesn't it? You don't expect him to go full. He won't go full strength.
No.
They got their fingers in a lot of pies at the moment.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
A home tie for Mansfield against Arsenal, that gives them a chance, right?
Mansfield?
Yeah. I mean, away at the Emirates, it's like job done.
Yeah.
But at home,
Well, yes. It carries some clout, but I still think Arsenal whatever.
Yeah, me too. Wolves against Liverpool. Big tournament this for Liverpool, I feel.
It is a big tournament for Liverpool. Again, Wolves, if you're going to play Liverpool, would rather be home.
I mean,
tough.
I understand the home tie analogy, right?
It's tough. It's tough for both, that, actually. Liverpool going away to Wolves. Liverpool's form seems to be on the up a little bit.
We'll find out this week, right? Is it Wednesday, Arsenal playing?
Yeah.
Tomorrow? Must be Wednesday, right?
Wolves, you mean?
Yeah, sorry. Arsenal play Wolves.
Arsenal play Wolves on Wednesday evening.
Yeah. Okay. Your mob away at Wrexham.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm guessing the word Hollywood will be mentioned quite a few times.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
You're a Chelsea fan?
I mean, that's got a tough game. Not underestimating Wrexham.
Is it tough, Jay? Come on.
Yeah, I think
there's tougher.
There are tougher, of course there are. I mean, you saw Liverpool were in there. Man City was Newcastle, Arsenal. You want to avoid the big dogs, right?
Yeah, I think
it's not the worst time.
If I would have said to you before the draw was made, Wrexham away, you'd take that.
It's not the worst.
You'd bite my arm off, wouldn't you?
I'd have bitten your arm off.
Yeah. West Ham against the winners of tonight's game, live on talkSPORT. Macclesfield against Brentford.
Yeah, and I mean, again, do I be at home? I hope.
You say that every time.
Yeah.
West Ham be over the moon with that.
West Ham, yeah.
Won't they?
Yeah, they'll fancy their chances to get through. Aren't you? Whoever, West Ham, depends what West Ham team you look at. I mean, you talk about rotation. They've got their eyes on. They've got their eyes
on. If they're still in the bottom three when that tie comes around.
Yeah, I think you will see him prioritise the league. Yeah,
I don't know, mate.
I think you will. Mate.
You can't go weak in a game that gets you into the last day of the FA Cup, can you?
I think he probably. When we say weak, he'll rotate.
That's weak.
Yeah, it's slightly weaker. Slightly weaker.
Reminder, that game is live on talkSPORT Macclesfield against Brentford for a place, of course, in the fifth round. The winners will be away at the London Stadium. That game is live on talkSPORT. Build-up begins when we come off air in about 40 minutes' time. One more, Billy will be in the studio in about 5 minutes' time. Just quickly, I don't know if you're aware of... Oh, no, but in fact, before we talk about Ivan Toney, there's some breaking news about Ivan Toney. Yep. Before we talk about that, a reminder over on talkSPORT 2, you can hear a huge game, a massive game in the Championship. It's between Coventry and Middlesbrough. Ian Abrahams is watching that one for talkSPORT, and he's got all the team news for us now. Moose, good evening to you.
Good evening. Before Christmas, Coventry were not only favourites, but heavy odds-on favourites to not only get promoted, but to win the Championship. Tonight they come into this game with Middlesbrough second, 2 points behind Borough, who've got the best form and the best scoring record in the entire division over the last month or so, thanks to their manager, Kim Helberg. Team news, Coventry make 4 changes. Out go Wolfenden, Torp, also Eccles and Esse. In come Bobby Thomas, Frank Onyeka on loan from Brentford for his debut, Jack Redoni and Ephraim Mason-Clark. No surprise for Borough, who've been in such a rich vein of form winning their last 6. They are unchanged from their win at Sheffield United last Monday. It's live on talkSPORT 2. This is the definition of a big one. It's Coventry against Middlesbrough.
It is. Thanks for that, Moose. It's actually massive. Yeah. It really is. I don't know if I've asked you who you think will win.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go. I feel that Coventry's form has to, at some stage,
they have to win a game.
Turn around. I mean, this is going to be a hell of a game for the pair of them, but I'm going to go Coventry and just nudge it.
Okay. Just quickly before one more Billy comes in, England World Cup hope Ivan Toney has refused to rule out return to the Premier League after turning down January offers in favour of staying in Saudi over 18 months from his shock £40 million move from Brentford in August 2024. Toney revealed that despite having the opportunity to leave the club and rejoin a Premier League side, he is enjoying life over in Saudi. Do you think the fact that he's not playing English football means he has or hasn't got a chance to make the World Cup?
It has to go against you, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I know.
I think so.
Yeah, I did hear him come out and say the league is competitive. He's going to say that, but
it's not.
It's not as competitive for the Premier League, right?
The problem
you can't argue with that.
If he scores 60 goals in a season, most of us will go.
Yeah, I mean, this new squad that's coming up in March is going to be fascinating because there's a number of players that if you don't get in this squad, I feel it's probably over.
I agree.
I can't think of any players. Who any players?
There's no reason why, if he thinks you've got a chance, you wouldn't be in that squad.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think this is it. I think we'll know a lot more in this next squad in March.
So, someone that might go against that is Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Yep.
If he's not in that squad, but keeps up the form we've seen maybe in the last 4 or 5 weeks and bangs in another 8 goals between now and the end of the season, I think there may be someone like that.
Possibly, but I think he will have an idea of what he wants already. He'll have a number of players that are guaranteed.
Yeah.
Right. There will be a number of those. There might be an injury. You know, who knows? We can't win the World Cup without Harry Kane. I don't believe.
I agree with that.
I don't believe. But Calvert's done well. You know, he's fresh start, stayed fit, scoring goals, looking sharp. He'll be on his radar.
Who is for you? Who is for you number 2 behind Harry Kane?
Probably Watkins.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, on form because that's all we got.
Yeah, probably. Who else is there? First time I missed someone else.
You got Delat, of course.
Yeah.
You got Dominic Solanke.
Yeah.
In there.
He's in the conversation, but I don't think he's done enough, has he? I think Watkins is the obvious choice, but he might take a third.
Yeah, I personally think, because we've seen it before with Thomas Tuchel, that when Harry Kane didn't play, I think it was at Wembley, he played with the false number 9. I think we got enough down the middle to put, for argument's sake, you could put Bellingham up top, then you could put Foden in, then you could put Rice, and you could put Adam Morton as a holder.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see us going to a World Cup without Harry Kane.
No,
I don't. Yeah.
What about Tammy? Is it too late for him?
I think so. Yeah. He scored 1 goal, scored one at the weekend, didn't he? Yeah. I think so. Look, they'll be on his radar. And he would have, I'm sure, if he has any thoughts, he'd have watched them play. But Calvert-Lewin's done all right. He's done really well. He just maybe too little too late.
Do you think he regrets Toney going to Saudi?
I don't think so.
When he retires. I don't mean financially. I mean, it would have cost him...
But he would have known this. He would have known at what cost. So, yes, I'm going to earn huge sums of money.
But I won't be going to...
But he would have known that there could potentially be a cost, a setback. Right, good.
One more Billy. You all right? You're coughing all over the place.
Sorry, mate.
One more Billy is joining us. Just coughed all over Billy as well.
Evening.
Right, Billy, mate.
Billy, I'd love to. It's been a Valentine's weekend. What did you do?
Loads.
Got it in, didn't you? What? You got it in before the music hit you.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you do? Were you romantic this weekend?
Bit of dinner, bit of...
What, you cook it or you went out?
No, I went out.
Where'd you go?
A steak place.
Yeah. What was that called? Garfunkel?
Can't remember now.
Brilliant.
Somewhere in Soho.
Are you romantic, Bill? I don't put you down as a romantic.
I'm not.
No?
I'm not really, no.
Is she?
Yeah, so that can be a problem.
Oh,
turn the music down a bit, shall we, Jack?
Yeah.
What are we doing today for the end of the show quiz?
You boys are, of course, the hosts of 21 Minutes to Go.
Yes, a brand new podcast with me and Cundy out every Monday and Thursday.
Yeah.
New one dropped today, Bill.
Did it?
What do you mean, did it?
Oh, yeah, I've listened to it. Come on,
Bill, you're a disgrace.
I also saw over the weekend that a new world record was set.
Yeah.
For the most kisses in 30 seconds by a pair.
Right.
So I thought I'd combine...
Pair, like an apple?
No, by a pair of people.
Yeah.
Thought I'd combine the two and give you some world records, and you have to say whether they were higher or lower than 21. You'll get it as we go along.
Okay.
Just out of interest, how many do you reckon the kisses in 30 seconds was? Most by a pair?
It can't be more than 2 a second. That's 120. I don't know, 10, 130.
Jay?
147.
146?
We could easily beat that, you and me.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Well, you want to kiss me?
Does it have to do on this? Can I kiss his forehead?
Kiss my arm.
I think
if I want to kiss your forehead, actually.
I think they did it on the cheeks.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
No, okay, fair enough. So that was 146. So
Okay.
Quite a lot.
All right.
Anyway, do you want your first question? Or second question?
Shall I try and beat your world record?
It's up to you, mate. Do you want to kiss my forehead? 5-head.
I can try and
Well,
count.
30 seconds on the clock and I'll try and beat it.
Yeah?
I think we should try and do that. Should we do it?
I'll try and count.
So, hold on. What's the world record?
Set over the weekend, 146 in 30 seconds.
Right, so how are we going to do it? How are you going to measure it?
I'll just count. Can't be that hard, can it?
All right, you stay there.
I'm staying here.
Yeah, because I'll come over to you and then Billy can have a... So
okay.
So if I get 147 kisses in 30 seconds, I've won.
Guess so, yeah.
All right.
Do I have any part of this?
Jack, can you get a 30-second timer? I mean, it's a little bit ad hoc here. Can you get that, Jack? Well, don't start it now. Go over there, yeah? All right, so Bill, I'm taking my ears out.
All right.
So you're now...
Yeah, okay.
You're now in control.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bit worried here.
Count me down, Bill.
All right, so Andy's just making his way over to Jason.
Go to the mic so people can...
Okay.
You all set?
Just grab the...
Okay, your 30 seconds starts now.
It's good going, by the way. That's amazing. Keep going. Go on, son.
Not sure I like this.
Go on, Sticks. Keep going, Sticks.
Your head all right, Cundy?
No, my jaw. Keep going, Sticks.
A few more seconds.
Keep going. Come on, son. Step up.
God, still going. It's a long 30 seconds. There we go. Time's up.
How many of you?
You're not going to believe this. I think I counted 151.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
I think you might be world record holders.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
I'm not sure whether I have the power to give you that. I don't know how accurate my counting
Are
was.
we really new world record? I've kissed Jason Cundy more times than anyone on the planet.
I think so. 151 I counted.
Jay, I'll be honest, when I met you like 20 years ago, I didn't think that would be the world record we'd hold together. We are world record holders.
Yeah,
well done, matey. Well done.
Yeah, that's unbelievable work for a Monday.
Yeah, well done. Do you want to crack on?
Quite enjoyed that, actually, Jay. I don't know if you noticed, but twice I slipped the tongue in.
You were grabbing Cundy's head quite hard.
Yeah, it was my jaw. I was a bit worried about my...
Good head.
Yeah.
Go on, what,
do you want to do a few of these questions? I'll give you some world records.
As a world record holder?
Yeah.
And what we got to do?
Just tell me if it's over or under 21.
Oh, okay.
That should be quite easy, shouldn't it?
Yeah. Most wooden toilet seats broken with the head in a minute. More or less than 21. So just banging your head against it.
So it's one every 3 seconds.
It would have to be, yeah.
No.
More or less than 21.
Bang.
You got...
yeah, I'm going to go higher.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to go...
Is this a world record?
More than 21?
Yeah.
I'm going to go 32.
No, you can't beat it.
Go on.
Not the big thick wooden ones.
Yeah.
And you sorry, are you breaking the wood?
Yeah.
No helmet.
Oh, you helmet. Okay, no, I'm less than 21.
31.
46.
Wow. Okay.
In a minute.
I see that.
We've got time for another one.
Fastest 100 metres running on all fours. More or less than 21 seconds.
Oh, less. 100% less. I reckon that's about 14 seconds. You mean by a human?
Yeah.
Otherwise, like a tiger would go quite fast.
Oh, right? Hold on. What's the challenge here?
More or less than 21 seconds.
Why does it take so long to work these out?
100
Jay?
metres on all fours.
Human.
I mean, I don't care. Go on. Lower.
14.55 seconds.
So your head tastes quite weird.
Is it?
You got cream on it?
Of course I have.
I haven't now.
No.
Do you want one more?
Yeah, we've got time. But we've got time for 2, maybe.
All right. Longest time holding breath. More or less than...
underwater or just in general?
Just in general.
That's more than 21
Yeah,
seconds.
easily more than 21.
More or less than 21 minutes. That's the question.
That's an unbelievable question. I'm going to go more. I think it's about 28. No, I'm talking about that's impossible. I think the world record underwater is something nuts, like 16. I'm going to go more than 20. I don't believe it's possible, but I'm going to go more than 21.
Jay?
Yeah, more.
24 minutes.
That's insane.
How'd you do that? Well, I mean, I know you do it, but...
How do you know? Is it like, have they put something under his nose, so he just breathed out there?
Yeah, not sure. Hold his nose.
Bill, get out.
Cheers, Billy boy.
Cheers, lads.
That's all we, and I say we, I mean, of course, the world record holders for the most kisses in 30 seconds. Me, Andy Goldstein Jason Cundy have got for you today. Darren Bentley's back tomorrow, but you want to stay with talkSPORT. We've got live FA Cup fourth round action. Macclesfield, who knocked out Palace in the last round, they take on Brentford for a place in the 5th round of the competition. That's where we're going next. The boys on the Sports Bar, Jermaine Pennant and Jamie Hara will take your calls from 10. Have a good evening. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.